I thought I had it figured out. Believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. When I kiss her, I don't know where we're going. I don't know at all. I don't know how we're going. I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on. Gotta let it go. Living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't live it all alone. So sorry for the heartache of saying goodbye, for wasting your time, for wasting your time. I don't know how we're growing. I'll be moving on. I'll be moving on. Gotta let it go. Living on my own, making me strong. Now I wanna show I can hold my own. See how much I've grown. Better off alone, baby. I don't live it all alone.
I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you send me a light, 'cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah, every day by your side, yeah. Can you send me a light, 'cause I can't take it, I can't take it. I don't wanna think about it every day. You know that you kinda wanna feel the same way. So much time, you just had to pretend. I've been so lost, I just wanna run away. Run away, run away right now. I gotta go, I'm wasting my attention. You've been on my mind, I could touch the sky. Starlights, I'll be running up in time, trying to think about you all the time. I don't really need to apologize. I know that you like it. I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you tell me a lie, 'cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah, every day by your side, take it, I can't take it.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back. Welcome back. I want to talk about rumors and I want to do my weeklies. I got a handful of characters I got to finish. My rogue has gotten a ton of Mythic Pluses done this week in particular. It is ridiculous how many 20s I've done this week. It is actually nuts. Like, as soon as I'm done raiding, I have a lot more free time. I've got my 20s out of the way, pushed a couple of keys and stuff. It was actually kind of fun. And then I've been also working on my alts more. I already got some tier sets just with us not having to raid this last reset, this last week, except for Tuesday. It's been nice, man. I caught up with a ton of characters, dude. I am so happy about that. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Hope all of you are having a good one, boys. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening. Let me get the music back up and running here in just a second. We got rumors to talk about, but we also got dailies that we gotta do, weeklies rather. But yeah. So, you know how, like, every BlizzCon and every time, like, every so many, like, I don't know, months, every so many patches, eventually the topic of, like, when do we get in the next expansion for World of Warcraft, right? With Shadowlands, it started off really early. Remember there was, like, so many different, like, leaks? Only one of them actually described Dragonflight and the Drak theory pretty closely, and I think that was the only one that was like kind of accurate. But then there was a lot of other ones when you took a look back then, dude, and I feel like that's been like that with every expansion. And it looks like the machine, the hype machine, is basically turning back on now. Got 3 more 20s since I'm almost done. Let's go, my guy. Get out of him, man. But let's hop on. But yeah, so new rumors, new leaks, but not really leaks, mostly just fan theories, but nothing like a screenshot. There's no like, hey, here's a post on like a website or whatever, like a MMO Champion forum post, like, hey, I'm a Blizzard employee, I'm about to get fired, here's all the info. None of that has been put up yet, but it's a lot of fan theories of like what it could be. Because BlizzCon is coming up, and I guess the question is, well, I guess they're going to talk about what, 10.2, right? 10.3, maybe more about the roadmap or whatever. What do they want to do with classes? Diablo stuff, I guess they're going to talk about the new season. Overwatch, I guess they're going to talk about their seasons or whatever the content they get going on. Arc-like Rumble, it's also listed in the, what is it, the key art, I guess. Right, the mobile game they're doing that I haven't really done anything with. I guess that's finally going to be like showcase. That's going to be the tournaments or whatever, Hearthstone stuff. But like for WoW, a lot of people have pointed to, for Warcraft, and this is something that a lot of people have also noted, is in previous BlizzCon posters, right? Depending on who they put up as like the front runner for the WoW side, sometimes correlates to an expansion announcement. So let me take you through this. I want to get the pictures themselves. I'll make sure I get the perfect stuff. So I got a couple pictures of like all the BlizzCons, right? A couple of them here. Okay, so Battle for Azeroth comes. Battle for Azeroth announcement year, right? We had no idea what the expansion was going to be. We didn't really even know much about Battle for Azeroth. We just recently bought the BlizzCon thing for like what the mounts or whatever, the Alliance and Horde Interceptor, but none of us really had an idea what the next expansion could be. There was some theories, but nothing concrete. And then they have Jaina prominent in the middle, and they announced Battle for Azeroth, and Jaina is not only an endgame boss for one of the raids there, because it's like Alliance and Horde conflict, but also Jaina is like a key character for the Alliance side. I played Horde, so like I didn't really spend a lot of time with Jaina. I only went back to do Alliance just so I can like the Dark Iron and the Kultiran, so I didn't really pay attention. But that was a character that was like pretty prominent for the Alliance side. right? But they listed Jaina, BFA, Jaina Spotlight. Then we have BlizzCon 2019. At the time, like, there was some rumors about Shadowlands potentially or whatever. I think at BFA, we just kicked Sylvanas out from being a war chief or whatever, from the role. So it was like, all right, we're vilifying Sylvanas. And then they put Sylvanas in the 2019 one. At the time, I don't think a lot of people really thought much of like, oh, I guess, yeah, you know, war chief, whatever. And then Sylvanas ends up being the main protagonist / antagonist of all the Shadowlands. Literally the reason why I spent, what, 2 years in that zone? 2 years in that place, dude? Oh my god, so like she has the sorts of our troubles, man. So I guess like now we got, what, another BlizzCon, right? And then we got, what do we have shown there? It's the first BlizzCon since the last one. Last one, they didn't really have anything to show either though. Last one was like an online, BlizzCon online, the whole thing, right? So it wasn't like a full-on BlizzCon, but this one they have our boy Thrall. In fact, they have 2 key images of our boy Thrall, like, prominently displayed there. So I guess the question is in the community, like, based on, like, the track record they've had, of like, hey, let's put somebody in front of the, you know, let's put somebody to represent Warcraft. But sometimes who represents Warcraft is pretty deliberate, right? Could my boy Thrall be coming back? I guess it's the question right now. And if the boy Thrall is coming back, what kind of expansion are we to expect if that is the case? Like, again, I have no idea. Didn't they also announce BFA while still they had... Okay, so I'm trying to remember all the BlizzCons, because it's been a while since we had a proper BlizzCon with, like, announcement and stuff. I don't remember how they did it. The last one I remember prominently, really well, was Legion, wasn't it? That time, Legion was out. They like patched, what is it, 7.1, and we're talking about 7.2, 7.25, 7.3, said that we could be going to Argus as well. I was wondering for a second, like, how I was making the second song. It was my phone ringing. I don't even know who's calling. They can hit a voicemail. That's full. That's so they can't leave a voicemail. That's great, isn't it? Oh, do you know the Dragonflight story is going to continue into new X-Packs, what Ian said? Yeah, like, but I guess the question is, like, where could it? Like, where could we take Thrall? Like, if Thrall is going to be an integral point of character in the next expansion, where would we go? Right? So I'm thinking, like, Light and Shadow, because they had ideas of, like, Light versus the Void before. I don't think they would do Cosmic Forces for a while. I mean, eventually I think they would. But I think after, like, Dragonflight, what would feel like the most natural progression from it all? Because I guess they kind of did end up finding, like, a progression from, like, Legion to Shadowlands, with Sagara stabbing the planet, another planet is bleeding this Azerite goop, and now we have to scoop it up, put it on a necklace, and fire it off, like, beams left and right. Kamehamehas or whatever, right? I said it wrong on purpose, by the way. Let's set up the Emerald Gym expansion with the new Dragonflight quest. Do you think so? I think... So what I've seen so far, what I think, this is my personal opinion. So far how they have the patches laid out, and you guys can tell me, like, I'm probably wrong, perfectly fine if you disagree with me, or if you have your own opinion. I think what they're gonna do for Dragonflight so far is basically go through and cover all of the different Dragonflights, right? So the first patch with Vault of the Incarnates raid, we are trying to establish the Dragonflights back up to speed. Like, they're not fully functional. You know, Caligos is the only one that's kind of sort of trying to help us in the Vault of Incarnates, but all the other ones are kind of out of commission. But we still are able to fight at least some of the Incarnates. And then there's also a little bit of a setup with the Dracthea and the Black Dragonflight and stuff. Then 10.1 is the Black Dragonflight patch, right? Rathian, Abyssian, Sibelian, right? Emberthal, setting up the Black Dragonflight, putting them back up to snuff, restoring an aspect for them. That's the patch. Then 10.15, Murazon, Nosdormo, the Bronze Dragonflight stuff. And I imagine like a 0.7 will probably be like a setup for the next thing. And then there's also a book coming up real soon, isn't there? And then the cover they have Alexstrasza versus one of the Incarnates, the Frost one. I don't remember her name. She's the cool one though out of all of them. We still don't know what's gonna happen with Farak. Maybe we're gonna take care of him in 10.17 like a one boss raid. That'd be kind of dope, honestly. But we know Erudicron is going to be in the Mega Dungeon, so that's for 10.15. But that's going to be like the Bronze, right? Restoring the timeline, or preserving the right timeline, where the Bronze did not lose to the Infinite Dragonflight. And I imagine there's going to be a blue patch, there's going to be maybe a green patch, a red patch for all the different flights. So like what we have 10.2, 10.3, and then 0.5 patches in between. I honestly feel like the green Dragonflight, they're gonna be like a normal patch, right? Kind of like how 10.1.5 is the mega dungeon with bronze. I feel like they're gonna do like a small thing with the green too, you know? Unless there's gonna do more with like the Emerald Dream or whatnot, who knows, right? Shane, what's up, my guy? I hope you have a good one. I really hope Blizzard introduces class skins. I've seen that idea, and I talked about it way before, like when we were talking about Shadowlands and what Shadowlands could be initially, right? Originally there was a leak of like Bolvar, but blue eyes, red body glowing with fire, but the helm is all blue, right? And I was like, why are the eyes blue? Everybody else did the same thing too. There, we're also talking about class skins. It'd be cool if they did class skins, but also could see like how it'd be confusing to a new player. I honestly, like, class skins idea, if you haven't heard about it, is basically like, what if you could have like Frost Death Knight, but instead you replace all the Frosty abilities with fire abilities, so then you have a Fire Death Knight. However, the gameplay doesn't change. You're still obliterating, you still got Pillar of Frost, except it will be changed to like Pillar of Fire. Instead of big icy obliterates, it'd be fiery slashes, you know? It's just like a skin. Another skin people had suggestions of is like, what if it's a Shadow Priest, but using only holy spells, almost like consumed by the light instead of void? Or a Demonology Warlock summoning demons, but instead of demons, they're undead, so you have a Necromancer. I don't know how I feel about the class skins. They said themselves like, they like visual identity of things, right? Like when you know when a Paladin's popping wings because you can visually see it, and they think that preserving visual clarity on the class abilities is very important for PvE and PvP. So, class skins would kind of muddy it, right? Because let's say you had Paladin, but they had like arcane wings instead. It'd be like you're expecting yellow wings, but then you have something different. Like you don't. I guess in PvP you could have situations where somebody sees those wings and they're not sure if that's Paladin bursting and whatnot. I guess you could, you know, mouse over the boss or whatever, or have an add-on tell you, "Hey, Paladin's bursting you. Watch out." You know what I mean? Like, but I totally understand like the whole argument of they like abilities to be very, very clear, clarity of spells and animations. So I don't know. Like maybe I feel like at that point, if they were to do class skin, I'd rather just make a whole new class. Just bring us like proper Necromancer. That's just me though, you know? I feel like it will be a good fun to take all the just make a class that's like Scythe. Just, you have, if we've been through an expansion called Shadowlands, you can even make specs based off of all the Shadowlands specs, right? Right? That you could make the Necromancer that invokes literally seeks their fingers deep into the Shadowlands, pulling some of the powers out of it. The Necrolord to summon armies of undead. The Venthyr for the blood magic stuff. And I guess you could do the Fae, but more the decay side of things, right? So you have the blue, the red, the green color schemes, and 3 specs out of it, honestly. Just like take ideas and draw from there and make like what you consider a Druss magic, what you consider the Venthyr magic. And you could kind of reuse some of the Venthyr-esque and Necrolord-esque abilities too. Imagine like if they were to bring back Dora Shadow's Teleport as a Necromancer. How dope would that be? I think a lot of people would be happy to have that ability back, because that was really cool. Or maybe like a different form of Fleshcraft. Probably not as strong as Fleshcraft it was, because that was a way stronger ability in PvP. They need to make survival a tank spec. You know what? I'm not against that at this point, honestly. I'm not against that whatsoever. Like, they're doing augmentation evokers. They're already doing something wacky, something weird. I honestly would not be surprised if they were to take like Outlaw Rogue and rework it instead of like you roll buffs for yourself. You roll buffs for your party, right? You pop between the eyes, so you're more likely to crit the boss or whatever. No, you pop between the eyes, so your party is more likely to crit the boss, right? Rework some of the specs to be more like a group assist kind of class. I think something like that could be possible, but who knows? I think much cooler wings would be if they were Shadow. I mean, I think it'd be cool too. Like, imagine, like, I think if you had Shadow wings, you could add maybe Void of Paladins at some point. You know what I mean? I don't disagree. It'll be cool. But again, it's a topic that Blizzard has brought up themselves. Like, hey, we want to make sure there's visual clarity. So the way I look at it is, okay, so they're setting up, okay, visual clarity. Would this thing ever come to fruition based on a box of visual clarity? Oh, I guess like arcane wings or like fire wings or green wings or like shadow wings would be kind of muddy the visual clarity. So likely that box would not let this idea out of the box. It would stay in the box, never come out, right? It would be an idea in the box. It can't get out of the box. That's the only thing I think of it. I think it's cool. It's just like, okay, they set up a new rule, visual clarity. would it be able to pass that visual clarity check? And if the answer is no, then I'm like, as cool, as much as I would like to see it, I don't think it would happen. Basically, as much as I would want it, I don't think it would happen. You know? Yeah, I think that's what's important to mention too, is like there's some stuff that I think would be cool, but who knows, right? I think a lot of us would be happy to have soul shaped door shadows back. I definitely know door shadows, a lot of friends are missing it. Soul shape is a weird ability. I think that one would be kind of hard to implement because it was strong, dude. It was good, right? It was good. So I don't know, maybe they could do that though, right? Maybe they could have some kind of like a soul shape ability back for this necromancer style class. It was so strong back then, dude. I mean, it's a bit of a sprint, a little bit of a short-term blink. Like it was strong. A lot of classes utilized it. It was like what made warlocks and mages and hunters incredibly mobile for like PvE and PvP content. Just having that extra mobility ability, even though on a 1.5 minute CD, which seems like long, it was incredibly useful, incredibly good. Everyone associates Thrall with Warcraft in the old world. That could be symbolized the return of rest of Azeroth, and not just the Dragonflight. That's what exactly so I've been doing research into this, right? The rumors, the community discussions, and yeah, a lot of people I think so far have the mindset of we're probably going back to the old world. So instead of making an expansion where we go to visit a new place, I mean there might be some. I think the next expansion could, with Thrall, focus on like an old world revamp. I feel like that's an idea that's been brought up a couple of times in the communities, in the forum discussions and whatnot, and is the one that I think people are now starting to like really warm up to based on Thrall being on the front cover of the BlizzCon thing. So they have had assets, right? Game assets like buildings and stuff, like a reworked version of Goldshire, reworked version of random houses, random barracks, random flight path things, right? It's high quality, high fidelity, and some people even have been able to like take it on their own private testing thing and like replace Goldshire with like the new Goldshire. And it's like, well, if you walk in, everything is exactly as it was. Like it's all 1-to-1. You could literally swap them out and everything would, you would still be able to go forward a couple of paces, take to the right, left, and on left will be a what is that, a quest giver in Goldshire, and then the inn vendor will be exactly the same. Like you wouldn't even have to move the NPCs anywhere. You'd just be able to swap the building, and that's it, and everything works. So like revamping the quality of the old world buildings could potentially mean that they're going to go back to some of the old world areas and restructure them and redo them, but also could mean like they'll probably go beyond that, beyond just building replacements, but probably like adjusting the world itself, because like a couple of years passed since Shadowlands and into Dragonflight, and they did say there's going to be big story elements like the resettlement of Gilneas, as well as retaking of ruins of Lordaeron, which we did to some degree already back in like pre-patch of Dragonflight and the Shadowlands area, where we kind of did those story elements. And they said there are going to be important story elements out in the open world that change the world that we'll actually get to experience. And I imagine like the Horde and Alliance are no longer fighting each other. There's like a truce for the moment. So then the question is like, okay, well, they go back and replace the buildings, but they'll probably affect like the world itself too. I doubt they would just swap a couple buildings and be like, job's done, world remade. I mean, resettling Gilneas and bringing back Lordaeron is kind of big, but it's like, what about those areas in between that were previously like under faction conflict, right? Silverpine Forest, if no longer Horde and Alliance, the Worgen and Undead are fighting each other, how would that look like? Could the story quest lines be different there? Could the environment be different? Also, we've had a lot of zones absolutely blasted by Cataclysm way back in the day. What if they could restore those worlds again? How would that look like? Would there be different storylines, different quest lines? And then things like Arathi as well as Darkshore. Those had like war fronts, literally Horde and Alliance battlefields for a good bit. How would those look like if we were to restructure them a little, you know? So they've been really selective with stuff we've been able to like find on PTR, data mined or whatever. But like there's a lot of data mined buildings. There's even data mined armor sets for like the guards of Ironforge. So they're probably going to refresh the guards of Ironforge armor, and I imagine the others as well. A lot of people are putting them together, and like this is probably all connected, linked together somehow. And the only thing the community has been able to put together with all these different links is like probably an old world revamp, 1 or 2 player housing, maybe together with the old world revamp. Because imagine like you go into the Barrens, right? And there's like an area of Barrens that got absolutely shattered, but not restored. But they're gonna put some in there. Maybe that could be open open realty for players to go in and make their own like housing. I don't think a housing thing is something they're gonna add willy-nilly. They'd said themselves before that if we were to do a proper housing system, it would basically cost us a raid tier's worth of work, because if we want to do it, we want to do it right. I don't think they would do like, hey, just go and place a house, that's it, you have a building, you can decorate it with some stuff, go ahead now, okay, cool, you can come back here if you want to, and give no functional reason for it. I think there would be a lot more to it. Instead of class skins, they could introduce new specs in each class. I feel like Evoker. Yeah, I mean, like a Demon Hunter is a perfect example right now. Like the fact that they're doing Evoker, the fact that they're doing augmentation, and the fact that they're doing augmentation in the way they are, like it's a completely different playstyle than what we've seen before, right? We had range DPS, we had melee DPS, dot classes, burst classes, sustain classes, cleave classes, target classes, summoner classes, right? Healers of all different varieties. But an augmentation Evoker is a proper support class. Right? Take the idea of like PI or blessings that paladins can provide, or other class buffs that people offer, and make class that's all about buffing your allies. You're buffing their damage, your allies hit harder, your group does better as a group, and then you provide other support skills to make the content easier, to make tanks tankier, to give healers mobility while casting, teleports for your party with stuff like that. You know what I mean? Something like that, like if they could accomplish and successfully do augmentation Evoker, I feel like they could successfully do other classes in that same vein. And I feel like a Demon Hunter is another perfect place to try something like this as well. 2 specs, Havoc, Vengeance. You could make a third one, right? Whatever lore, whatever things you could do. I already have ideas of like resources. They could be a little bit different than the other specs. One uses like Fury, the other uses Fury. Tank Demon Hunter consumes souls in order to heal themselves. Havoc can kind of use souls to heal themselves, but also buff themselves when they consume a demon soul. What if they had one that rips souls regularly and uses souls for fighting, similar to how Havoc or Vengeance rips souls and you can use them to like heal with Cleave or with Spirit Bomb, right? Rip souls, Spirit Bomb. Basically, that's similar gameplay of ripping souls and use them as a resource, combat resource. But like a debuffer class. If Augmentation Evoker is a buff class that buffs your allies, you can have a debuff class that debuffs enemy targets so they take more damage from your party. Very, very similar to like amplifying your party, just in a weird different way, right? Making enemies weaker, allies, instead of allies, stronger. And how like an Augmentation Evoker can use like their wall ability to buff the health of party. They could even have this new Vengeance, this new Demon Hunter spec. Potentially could be like you put a debuff on the boss, and the boss does like 8% less damage for a limited window. Let's say boss is about to do a big nuke for your party, big raid wide damage. You debuff the boss. It's kind of like a reverse, like I guess a reverse defensive, right? Reverse external for your party, right? Where like a priest would drop down a dome, stand in a dome, you take 25% less damage from like attacks. Instead, there would be like a Demon Hunter who could slice the boss for 8 seconds. The boss does like 20% less damage for like a short amount of time, or something along those lines. You know, I think something like that could be interesting. And I feel like if they could do augmentation to be buff class, they could have a Demon Hunter debuff class. That's how I think. But who knows, right? If you said how much Joe Blizzard hardcore server is gonna be infinite debuff slots and raid. The most debuff specs are, let's discuss the lower part things in the game. Wait, hold on. I haven't taken a close look at it. The only thing I remember talking with Polter, I think it was Polter said that they're adding so you could trade in the hardcore server, which I was pretty sure was a rule you couldn't trade on the actual hardcore server. Like you actually had to just be like you helping yourself, you can't interact with other players. So I heard that that's going to be a thing, which I thought, like, isn't that breaking the entire rule though? Like the whole point of making the challenge more of a challenge, or am I wrong on that? And then they also said something about like you can only do a dungeon once a day or something. So when you step inside of an instance, that's it. If you leave the instance, you can't come back for like a while or ever or something like that. Yeah, there's a couple other weird changes, or I mean. There is a rule set of like how dungeons function for a hardcore, but apparently the rules that they're adding here is like we listen to community feedback, but it's not exactly the same rules as the other one because like we wanted to adjust some stuff because community really wanted these adjustments or something along those lines. But yeah, I don't know about the debuff slots though. Yo, huge! Hey, congrats! Hey, enjoy magma. That's a fun, classic style boss for you. Yo, Arthur just passed through Mythic Ziskarn, 68 pulls. That's not bad at all, man. Let's go. Ziskarn, dude. I'm not excited about that one. I hope they include some the troll beards. I think they could totally just add a couple of troll beards, man. Just add like at least 4 choices in a 0.7 update. I mean, they added some new eyes for Nightborn, more skins for Dark Iron Dwarves, you know what I mean? They make it Tauren, Night Elves, Warlocks and stuff, right? I feel like at some point they should just give trolls a couple of beards, man, and call it a day, because I feel like you could have so much fun, cool stuff with it. Just give like a couple of extra customization options for like the male models and the female models, right? Just do a couple extra. What about the class that uses whips or something? I mean, that sounds like a raid leader class, right? Whipping the raiders to top shape. Do mechanics. Then one pulls with Mythic Semblance or a monk. Had drama in one guild where I was DPSing, went to another and I'm tanking now. Yo, that's crazy. Well, I mean, as long as they're getting some use out of you, right? I like the tank in that tier, because I've heard a tank in the tier, everything is kind of like, except for Sarkarath. Sarkarath is like actually like, oh, this guy does big damage, and you have to be very specific with how you tank and stuff. Like mechanics, rolling CDs, all that. Sarkarath is like, it's harder than Denathar is, dude. He slaps you around. But honestly, this tier hasn't been all that bad. I feel like it's very similar to the other tier with Vault. It's like all the bosses are pretty doable. It really kind of starts to get more interesting with Echo, but not super like crazy. And then like Sarkarath is like, all right, that's the big one, kind of like Razzie was. This maybe bit Demon Hunter on Sark HP doesn't move. No, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I mean, a Mythic, a Heroic, don't really ever tank, no tank should die there. But on Mythic, there is that one phase where you gotta get bopped and everybody goes down and you just gotta live for a good bit, these ads, and then you gotta do the bait, and you gotta do a dispel. As a Demon Hunter, you ain't dispelling yourself. You ain't dispelling yourself, so you gotta wait to stick it out. That or combine the Paladin bubble, dispel you. You gotta make sure you're on the platform. It is a rough scenario, dog. Telling you right now, it is rough, and the boss is hitting you. At that point, he's got it buffed up a couple times. He's hitting you for 600, no, more than that, like 800k unmitigated damage. So you mitigate it with armor and whatever defenses you got. Our Paladin at the time will still get it slapped, although I'm not sure if he had his shields up all the time. Then Memnarch, the tank, Blood DK, dude, his up would go from full down to 2, heal back to full, down to 2, heal back to full, down to 2. That's how hard the boss slaps you, and this is him mitigating it all. Like after Bop is over, he's just AMS and trying to live, got the ads, he blinds them, down to 2, heal. It was a rough scenario, but a Blood DK could do it, dude. Literally lives with 2 health, it's like just enough. Normally Memnarch is kind of take the panics immediately, but there he was like actually keeping his cool. Surprisingly keeping his cool. Okay, hold on. Let me finish up some stuff back here, boys. And we'll actually hop on and get some live stuff done. Because I got a Blood DK I gotta do. I got a Pally I gotta finish. Hopefully I can play some Ret, man. Ret has been a lot of fun. I am so excited for Holy, though, dude. I am so excited for this new Holy spec. I am so excited to play Paladin and play some Holy Pally. Honestly, like, this has been a long time coming. I've been waiting. It's been a long time coming, man. Red Pally's gonna be good, Prop is gonna be good, but Holy Pally, man, I've been waiting for this thing to finally, like, take shape. Because, like, a caster Paladin might be a thing. It won't do the most amount of damage, but it might be fairly effective. I was messing with it. There's some Paladins that were trying to, like, break it to just, like, okay, let's just go flash, Holy Shock play style. Don't cast any hard casts. But then, like, really trying to mitigate stuff. And, like, some of the casts you could just do, like, a full heal. It's better than just spamming like Word of Glory and like Grasidius striking you more. Honestly, it's actually starting to feel pretty good. Also, finally get to do some solos last night, dude. I finally get to play the game this week. It feels weird, man. I wasn't going to play Diablo. I'm actually being able to play World of Warcraft for the first time. Yes, Sarkarath you would count as... Oh, Raiden Sarkarath is playing the game. Yeah, it's... Yes, I guess it's like... I guess if, like, living in a prison, right, is living your life, yes, then Sarkarath is raiding, is playing the game. Dude, it's been rough, man. I forgot how fun the game is. Like, I've actually been able to get all my alt stuff done. Have I done my shaman? I'm gonna know all my shaman. Chat! Death Knight or Paladino? First, I also got an Ashkandi on this thing. I want to test it out. I want to play red. Let me play red. Let me do a real key. Let me play red. I'm also chasing 40% verse mark, 38% right now. When new weapon, want to check at 40% verse? Hell yeah. More of a defensive, so my damage is garbo. But hey, 75k HPS as brew, dude. Brew masters heal a ton. Even with accidentally messing up my brews, gotta be close to 80k HP. Yeah. But brew, actually, you played a pretty good spec for like damage wolf of ice. I would really look into, of course, playing like a very tanky playstyle in a raid is important, but like as long as you're like alive or barely alive, that's good enough in most cases, because you can squeeze out a lot of damage, especially once you guys get past experiments. And if you're doing like assault, AoE or Brewmaster is going to be nice. And also Rashok, any single target damage you do on Rashok is huge. It's a DPS check, that fight, big DPS check. And what about damage? Solution progress. Fair enough, but definitely start like taking advantage of like some of the DPS stuff you can do. Pala, legit Pala, boys. I want to play Pala. Fiery Brand interacts with the debuffs and Sarkar puts on you. So Raid takes no damage from anything that blows up. That's true, but that's not what's really killing us right now. Because in the first phase, you got the fire ability, right? The fire explosion. That's not all that bad. Like that's the intensive part of the fight, but it's also really not that bad. Then you have the phase 2 and phase 3 where you get sliced, and that's where you go down. So then at that point, you're going down, branding, doing nothing for the rest of your team. So like for P1, I do agree, but I'm seeing same for P3. Like that part hurts. Everything there starts to really hurt. On Heroic, it doesn't really do that much damage, not than normal. Mythic, it's a lot more intensive. Like they're really trying to make that fight stand out in Mythic. Trust me, what I'm telling you right now, just the differences are huge, and you gotta experience it. You gotta experience it. I wasn't even there getting hit, but I'm seeing my tanks getting blasted. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. That's like the only rough part besides like not falling the hole randomly. Honestly. Where's Mythic? Is Mythic around or SP potentially? So Mythic ain't on. Is my man SP online? No, actually. What key do we have? Maybe we could set one up ourselves. I do have a key, right? Now Slayer 11. I want to do a real key. I don't have score. Are we gonna do like a simple 12, 13, man? Is that what we're doing? I want to do a real key. I'm just gonna... I'm gonna try, dude. I'm gonna try. Just because I'm a paladin, I have dispels, it is a Brackenhide that might be like, dispel kind of good, you know? Otherwise, I do want to see if I can like do as high of a key as I possibly can. So, we'll see, yeah? Maybe Notharian's there? I don't know, they probably won't take me though. Bottom was a little bit on lower end. I almost have my 4 set though. I'm very close to getting the 4 set. I have the chest, so I can almost make the 4 set. I just did a shoulder or a pair of gloves that could turn into tier, and I have the 4 set. But I'm really excited about it, man. The spec is gonna play so good. This has a weapon, right? I think, isn't technically my best weapon the Shark Splitter from Freehold? I really need a Freehold then, huh? I'm trying to see. I don't think they'll take me an older one. Well, let me try some of these like underrots, understinks. Let me try maybe Uldaman 14. Like, I don't know if it will take me into a 16, man. Unless I go like tanker or healer. But I'm gonna try see if I can get a couple sign-ups. And we'll see what we can get. Brackenhide. I don't think they'll take me, but like who knows, right? Who knows? I'll try a couple of these more underrots, just because again Paladino can deal with diseases, but maybe I might need to look for like a 13 or something. Wait, I legit don't know this is a thing. Oh yeah, this is something I learned. I think it was like last season or something. But apparently, if you're looking for like specific keys, like normally I type in like, oh, let's say I want to get like a 12. You type in a plus 12 and you'll get 11s, 13s, 14, you know, 11s, 12s, 13s, like a key above and a key below. But if you do plus 12 dash, whatever you type, it'll give you only 12 to 16. So like if you're looking for only 12s, you do dash 12 plus 12 dash 12, it'll only give you the 12s that are out and about. So it's actually kind of convenient. I don't know who taught me that, but God bless, man. God bless. Don't try halls. I don't think they'll take me, will they? I mean, paladins are really good right now in M+. I'm just not great at paladin M+. My single target is probably sucks, man. My AoE is just fine. My single target is what's a little bit sketch. It's scuffed. Real scuffed. I don't know what it is. I did a full raid. Wait, is that from this week though? This raid? No, I guess last week. Huh. Okay. I don't think I'll get under 15. Melee, DPS, tank, and heals. I mean, I'll sign up. It's 45. At least it's not tyrannical. But I think I'm gonna go for probably like what, 13? I might do 13s, I guess. That's about as high as I could probably get into. Or a 14 Nelth will do it. All right. What can I grab in order to be more helpful? I'm thinking get rid of maybe Holy Aegis for that crit. Or Speed and Avoidance. Maybe Speed and Avoidance would be better to get rid of. I need either Repent. Is there poisons to... Yeah, there is, actually. There is poisons to cleanse. I'll need to probably do something like this, yeah. So I have Turn Evil, so I can CC the ads whenever those are up. And I can cleanse the poisons in that second boss room. And that should be helpful, hopefully. I'm gonna place ya. Guess you go up here, so I can Turn Evil. Cool. Can I make it Turn Evil where like mouse over Turn Evil? Is that a thing I can do? Which one would this be? Like, I need a blind macro. Like cursor. No. Cursor, no. It's like a mouse over damage ability. I guess like Holy Word Sanctify? I guess so. I could do that maybe. This would be like a blind mouse over macro that I had here. I should have marked these with an icon or something. Shouldn't have I? Because this... there we go. Because I have to like blindly look through all of them. Look at one, look at another. Oh, is this anything good? Oh. Power Life. I don't think I need this. It is going to be... what's it called? Turn Evil. So I can kind of like mouse over, placing my mouse over the health bar of the ghosty mob and just like send it. I should be able to CC it pretty easily. Alright, let me also double check my M+ build. I think it's the auto attack M+ build is what people play. I don't know. Mouse over Shackle did not work for me. I'll try it here, and if it doesn't work, then I'll just hard target him if I need to. Worst to worst, yeah. I'll give it a shot, see if it works, because it may not. You might be right. It may not. All right, double checking the build. So this is what they got going on here. Here they actually go for blind, go for cleanse. They're not picking up this. They're not even picking up repent. They're just getting. I guess let another class do this, huh? Wait, no, hold on. Actually, it makes sense why. They don't have anything. There we go. That would do it. Full party, beautiful. So the actual one, Blessing of Protection, that may be the play, honestly. Blessing of Protection may actually... I could have just run Repent too, huh? Actually, I guess I should run both. Shouldn't I? See if I run both, and where am I going to place the macro? I guess I could do it here. Because the blind is here. That'll probably do it. Maybe? Wait, no. Final Reckoning. That's another one I could do. Yeah, might as well. Talent-wise, they picked up Bop. Do I need to Bop anything here? I'm trying to think. Do I need to Bop anything at all? I guess the Bop will still be helpful. And they go for cooldown reduction actually instead of the shield. I guess that makes sense because more damage. Oh yeah, that would be my Bop then, huh? Where's my Bop at? There we go. That's what I had over there. Alright, that would do it. Talent damage wise. That's fine, that's fine. That goes up to here, perfectly fine. Auto-E. Blade of Justice. Blade. Okay, I think we're set. I think we're good now. Where the hell do we go? Natharian's Lair. How do I get back to Natharian's Lair? I think I do Legion Portal? Azuna Portal? And just like fly path it? I think. I could be wrong. I think we're good though. Hey Dallas, that's real good for PvP right now. Love the spec. I'd say it's doable. It sounds bad when I say doable. It's okay. It's just right now, for rogues, subtlety seems like the stronger spec for anything when it comes to PvP, mostly for the burst damage with secret technique as well as the survivability. The general survivability seems to be higher than most specs can muster. Do they have two there? I guess they do. That being said, ASUS can do okay. It's just like you have a big burst combo with Death Mark and then bleed pressure. Right now, I'm thinking if they end up nerfing subtlety anymore, then Assassination is going to get better. Outlaws also get a nice buff in turn 1-5 for like 9% of his damage buff, which is going to be quite significant in PvP. I think all three specs of rogues are going to be, if they do any subtlety nerfs at all for PvP, then I think the three specs are going to be much closer. I would say, like, if you're looking to play rogue and you're new and you just want to play a spec that's strong, I recommend subtlety. But if you want to play Outlaw Assassination for the sake of Assassination because that's your favorite playstyle, that's what you like, do it. I think it's perfectly reasonable. I think it's reasonable to play it. I want to play 2s, 3s someday. Do I want to? Yeah, sure. I'm down. By the way, 72k HP is the brew on experiments. It's like 60. That is 689 parts. That's pretty good. I don't know how much healing you're supposed to have, but that seems pretty strong, honestly. Yeah, I think it's perfectly fine. Vol Day tomorrow? Yep, Vol Day tomorrow. So today I'm trying to see if I can get my Paladino, my Death Knight done. The rest of my characters should be good. I will double check if I need to, but no raid, nothing. Next week I am actually raiding, Wednesday and Thursday. I got a friends guild that needs a couple of bodies, and 4 of our homies from the guild have, I mean, it's a friend of Josh's. I had to, man. It's Tachi. I had to be like, yo, if you guys need a body, get me in there. And I was one of the people that got selected. They just needed 4. I'm one of them. Gonna be doing Rashok. Should be pretty fun. Not streaming it or anything because it's not our raid progression or anything. It's their guild progression. I don't want to put them on a spot like that or anything at all. So yeah, but I'm gonna be doing light bit of raiding on Wednesday, Thursday. But it should be fun. Just like one boss. Also, this guy picked up a fragment. This should feel pretty fantastic. I'm trying to see if I can get myself a little bit better gear overall on this guy. I need to start replacing my stuff with embellishments. I think as a paladin, do you go for just as a pally, do you just play Shadow Flame embellishments now, or what do you play right now? But yeah, Vault Day should be pretty good. Go to get a freehold again for us. I can't get into freehold. Yeah, I've heard something about that. Apparently when people try to zone into freehold, like some people have said there was like a loading screen problem. I've done a freehold where I didn't have that loading screen, but I heard that that's a problem. I did hear that there's a problem, so hopefully they'll get it fixed up. I was gonna jump, but this guy decided just to send it. I absolutely clowned on a 444 boomies today in turn 122 kill my survival hunter. Let's go, dude. Yeah, boomies think they run the block, man. Get out of here. The only druid I want to see in my groups is a big old bear. These guys are absolute walls that take absolutely 0 damage. And I love this bear dive bomb just now. That was so good. What's up, Winter Solo? I hope you're having a good one, man. Yo, I'm a little out of shape with Paladin, so I'm gonna give him my best shot, alright? Best shot I can do. AoE damage, I remember as Pally was just super fun though. I'm gonna die, probably. But yeah, the Paladin AoE damage is just insane. Also, I have my, what is it, the Hammer Righteous that AoEs things. So that's really good for me right now. I want to see if I can get these things to pop back up and then blind them whenever they get up again. Because if you can blind them, it just kind of resets their aggro table a little bit. Oh, actually, no. Their aggro table resets when they originally pop up, but if you blind them or see them while they're doing the spit, that helps you, like, helps the thing to pick up some aggro again. Alright, let's see if this mouse over macro thing works. Oh, you're right. It doesn't work. Yeah, mouse over thing does not work. That is weird. Okay, I'm just gonna hard target them then. You are correct. Why does that not work? Mouse over on these guys. I imagine that would be so good. Okay, we got a lot of AoE. I'm pop shield advantage just in case, man. I'm shielding. I was gonna hammer a lot earlier with Toll. Could use a lot earlier. God, Paladin AoE is just blessed. It's so good. Still, if you guys haven't not picked up a Paladin, oh, what the? Well, we made some friends. Oh, that's gonna be pain. Hold on. Ooh. I'm gonna lay on hands myself real quick. Do we need to mop anybody or we're chilling? I think we're chilling. WTF? Yeah, I have no idea how we pulled that. Somebody must have maybe tap targeted accidentally. Wallace. Just gonna catch up and try to see if I can beat up the big guy here for a bit. I don't have sack for the tank or anything here. Do I want to pop cooldowns? Might as well, right? Oh, please. Keep it close. Yeah. I forgot that I still have this trinket. Hope the little guys don't drop Sanguine or Linguini. Actually, I guess it is Sanguine, isn't it? They don't. Oh, Pog. Pog. We're gonna get title survival. Is that what you're going for? Might as well, man. Might as well. This is about as best as survival has done in a good while. Now would be a good time to do it. It seems pretty competitive. It might not be the greatest melee out there, but it definitely is a solid melee. And if you have a good group, like if you have a pre-made group that's willing to push keys, that you don't have to rely on pugs, honestly, that might be the play. Honestly. Are you talented in Templar Strikes? So I'm right now talented into the Crusading Strikes. Normally, I am a Templar Strikes favorited. But, I mean, the auto attacks is something to get used to, but it's something that's pretty strong right now. So I think it's worth exploring the playstyle either way. Even if it's not like the playstyle that I prefer specifically. Also, they end up nerfing this boss a little bit. Like his AoE stuff on the ground, the ground not supposed to hit us hard or be as terrifying. I think it's like either the shockwave or just the ground itself doesn't hit us hard. Not sure, but they nerfed that recently. I don't need to do. Oh, I didn't get that. Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, repent. Okay, perfect. I was gonna AoE. Or apparently I can't. Oh, this is gonna hurt. Kill the vengeance. That doesn't seem that bad. At least I'm not taking any damage. But then again, I'm also popping defenses. On this next set of ads, I could probably just dumpster in a bit here to get my full cooldowns already. Shatter. Or we could just slam the boss, right? Or do a pad? Or do we pad, boys? Or maybe we pad. Or maybe we just pad. We pad it out. I think we do. Okay, so my single target damage is ass, but if I can cleave someone, it is golden. It is great. It's only 23s, nearly there. I mean, it's gonna get higher, right? As the end of the season, when people actually pushing those, like, oh, I just need all 23s. It's gonna turn into you need all 25s to secure it, man. It's gonna do quick, honestly. Get around. Skipping? I was gonna say. It'll be the first time I've seen people skip that guy. I guess no. I guess people have skipped him. It's like there's a good bit of percent though. Oh. This guy got a frontal, and this other guy also got a frontal. This is like not the place you want to be. Saying please. Saying please. Avalanche, that's what we want to dodge. Big dodgers, and we got two dudes with frontals. Actually kind of terrifying if you're not paying attention. Yeah, like this auto attack playstyle, I don't know, I kind of like having more of control when it comes to me generating a holy power. But like this isn't bad, like this is a strong build. It's just your rotational abilities are going to be a little different. And I feel like there's going to be a bit of gaps in my rotation here too. Here and there. Because like sometimes we're just kind of waiting for an auto attack to happen. And it's like, it can feel kind of sluggish at times. I guess it all depends, right? I'm going to give that man a bop. Can I bop him? There we go. Just get him blasted. I guess I could have bubbled that. Did I just walk in, I guess, too much aggro? I feel like I was actually fine. I pressed a wall. I don't know. Tempo almost guaranteed to holy power in one charge. Yeah, no, for real, for real. You could definitely guarantee like a lot of holy power. It's just, I think honestly, from what I've seen, it generally comes down to just like personal preference of like how you choose to play Paladin. I'm sure like there's some numbers that can support like one build is stronger than the other because maybe it's like 1% stronger, but like it's a very, from what I understood, it's a very close to each other. It's just very much a preference thing. And I've seen a lot of people pick up the auto attack because it's like you feel like you have a lot more attempt to use Hammer of Rats, Blade of Justice, Judgment, especially with the tier set and how that functions right now. Like it just feels pretty good to play. But I could totally see Templar's working out super well as well. Give that man a sack just because I know he's gonna get slammed anyway. God, this feels great. I'm a little bit concerned about my boss damage though. It's gonna be atrocious. While I can cleave something extra, we're chilling. As soon as I gotta hit an extra target, uh-oh. But it's what a good redesign for Paladins, man. What a fantastic redesign, honestly. Did I get it? No, that guy got it before me. Dude, I could never get it right. I should have won Repent. I don't know what it is. That guy seems to be... Oh. I can't really help ya. I can lay on hands ya when you get low. Wait, Hunter? Where are ya? Why did I say invalid target? I'm trying to lay on hands him. Oh, he's already had forbearance. That's what it is. Okay, I was gonna say. Dodgers? I should have won Trinket here too, honestly. I'm gonna do it a little late. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. This Trinket is gonna be the end of me. Or maybe Shield of Vengeance play. Maybe it's perfect, actually. Perfect Shield of Vengeance play. Are these guys the humanoids? Are you guys humanoids or giants? You are humanoids. So my weapon should be able to get quite a bit of value too. Because the Shkandi does a little bit of damage. It does Shadow Flame damage at a chance when an auto attack or attack against with any ability for a Shkandi to proc and do a bit of Shadow Flame damage. But if the enemy is a humanoid, this damage is doubled. So I'm wondering if I actually get quite a bit of value in this place then. Let's stun him real quickly. Just because he's being a pest. I honestly was hoping they would have nerfed those mobs when they were initially announced in this dungeon, because I thought to myself, okay, these spelters are just gonna snipe people, and they still snipe. Unfortified, absolutely just sniping people out of the sky. Because with the Templar, what's guaranteed? Yeah, I gotta mess around with Templar some more, man. I definitely gotta mess around with that a bit. Alright, let's see how bad my damage is gonna be, dude. I'm a little concerned here. My single target has not been great. I guess there's like a moment where you can AoE. In this fight specifically. Am I lagging or is this in game? Chat, is the stream all good or is it just the dungeon? Because it feels like there's definitely some kind of like a lag going on. All good on my part? Okay, cool. As long as the stream is all good, then I'm fine with this. But I definitely felt like there was like a little bit of lag. I experienced that the other day when I was doing dungeons on an alt. I think it was my Warlock. Eldorado was really bad. Couldn't tell if it was just like on me, my end or what. I think what I want to do is kind of save my cooldowns. And then AoE. Whenever we get all these things stacked up. Bear, I trust you. Whoever's going to be watching, man. Is it this one? Okay, well, those guys are paying attention to that one. I'm just going to pad. Or should I pad? Maybe I shouldn't pad. Maybe not ethical. Yeah, definitely was not ethical. Definitely not ethical. Okay. Now I feel bad. I should have done that. I should have been. That was a waste. Could have killed that thing a little faster. Not ethical. Also, I still gotta fill out my what is it? The trading post. Have you guys done this yet? Have you guys finished this out? Because I want to get my mount, man. I honestly thought that was just gonna be like a reskin of the the Highland Drake. I mean, it kind of sort of is, but it still has its own customizations and its own mount, so I kind of like that, honestly. And I'm wondering what other mounts they're gonna add like in the future, because they did say they're in the process of transferring a lot of these like mounts that we have now in Dragon, I guess in our mount inventory, into Dragon rideable mounts. And over time we'll be able to ride either most of them, if not all of them. Blind and everything. Also, I think they end up making it so the acid vial from that guy does a lot less damage, which may be kind of good long term. Wait, stunning this thing does nothing, huh? So for some reason stunning it will stop it from firing off fire. Grab 25 pet and go commit summon. A what? Get a 25 pet and go pet genocide? Really? Okay. I guess it's one way of doing it, huh? Have not looked into what you could do this week. I know there's dungeons and there's some like world events and holiday stuff, but I have not been able to finish it out yet. They did also add like a bigger list of things that you can do this time around, which I kind of like though. I appreciate that. Oh, okay, I drew all that aggro. I guess it is a bear. It is a bear druid. I don't think I should take a B-res. I feel like I should wait. F it. Might as well. Hold on, I got it. F it, dude. I'll take a B-res. Good Hodge. Wait, it's immune. But it's still doing stuff. Huh? Hello? It was like underground, but also not. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can maybe dispel the hunter. He may end up needing help. I probably shouldn't have done that either, because if he spits at me right now, I'm probably dead. Or maybe we're okay? We're okay, apparently? Also, they made his wretch, I think, a lot less painful, didn't they? I think they might have. I should have cleansed somebody else with poison, because I could pop a defensive for it. I mean, I know it's a 14, it's 45, but it doesn't seem like it's all that hard hitting. Because remember doing this the other day on like a lower key, and it was still kind of painful. Could have just spell Hunter, just because I could Shield Avengers this. Because hunters tend to take quite a bit of damage to the face. We get more ads? No, just spike. Need some help. He got eaten. For the hunter. I'm gonna bubble it. Okay, no, it's definitely lagging. Oh, that ability missed. I swear to you, I pressed it a while ago. I swear to you, I'm pressing these abilities when they appear. I am definitely getting some kind of delays, boys. Gotta be like a world server, right? Maybe on my end. Paladin is just kind of running into the wall. I have no idea what's happening. I'm just pressing buttons. Wait. Oh, okay. I wonder if it's just me or if it's everybody else here too. Hold on, anyone else lagging? It's either Blizzard in general or just me. That's crazy. Yeah, just everybody starts running in place. I have no idea. That guy says nope, so I guess it is just me. That is weird. Not a fan. Okay, almost not a fan of me getting attacked either. I mean, I guess it is a bear druid. I guess should be a little bit more careful. I really do hope they give him like some kind of like an aggro buff or whatever. Because that's all they need. Like if they got something like that, that'll be golden.
Watch your step.
I should maybe pop cooldowns at this, guys. Like sitting on wings probably was not the right move. Something I gotta get used to, because I'm so used to. I still have the whole mindset of like wings is a very, very important cooldown. I better save it for very key situations. Don't use it too early. And it's just like that's so difficult to shake off, that mindset. But maybe one day. Give it take a second. Couple of sunders. It's one sunder, two sunder. Okay, now we're good. I'll stun him. Just so he doesn't pelt anybody. Look at my AoE damage. It just feels so great. As soon as it's just one mob though, I'm like lost. I don't know what to do. I'm just like a lost puppy. Just wondering the entire time, am I doing this right? Also, again, sitting on wings does not feel great. I'm gonna pop wings into... Probably bop and pop wings into the next group, honestly. I might just have to pop wings and bop myself. I'm just gonna bop right now. Just so I can go ham. Probably wall out of it. Yeah, because that guy's already aggroed on me. He doesn't like me anymore. Oh my god. Okay, that's some real bad lag. Not feeling great. It's gotta be the instance, right? Oh, what the? Okay, yeah, the world is in the 600 latency. It might just be the instance is bugging. So hopefully the next dungeon won't feel like that. Because I'm probably gonna have to tank that one as a blood DK. That would feel terrible. What makes you become an elemental? It's a trinket from Vault of the Incarnate Storm Eater's Boon. It's the last raid's trinket. It basically traps you in place, but then you get like winds around you, just kind of cycling and erupting and building in intensity over time. Okay, yeah, this, you know, look at this lag. What is going on? There's an ad now here. I don't even know if I'm like hitting it, honestly. I don't even know if I'm actually tagging it. Are we live? I don't even know. I have no idea what's happening. I am lagging real badly. Did anybody CC that? Well, I'm trying to get a CC at some point. So weird. When the game actually finally catches up. Yeah, it gotta be the instance or like my end. I don't even know. Because everything on my end, like home, perfectly fine. World, scuffed. Which makes you think it's like something with the instance. Maybe that's related to like why people are having a hard time like loading into like Freehold, for example. You know, maybe that's all of that is related. I think I'm gonna see if I can save some CDs and then use them on the ad. Hopefully that will spawn like on us with a crystal or whatever. Or maybe we just go. Please don't target me. Please don't target me. That's why I kind of want to put the crystals close, so then you have to have that guy run like for miles, like he is right now. I guess we just kill. Yeah, tank positions was a little bit weird there. Anything good? Maybe? No. Okay. I was hoping maybe a trinket, because that trinket might have been good. Because it's scale of a Versa. Rings? Okay, hold on. Wait, I actually would want one. Do you need? I do. I need one because we're going to be dropping the Onyx Amulet, and this ring may be a perfect replacement for it. Maybe perfect. Thank you. Why? Because I already do have a crit Versa ring, but again, the second one, oh, Perfect. I'll take it, dude. I'll take it because I gotta get replacements for the ONYXIA OLED. My rogue hopefully will be able to get this reset, a crafted ring, and then I still need to search for one more ring that is just gonna be a crit versa, like a heavy crit versa. So it's either gonna be from this dungeon or from probably Vortex, honestly. Maybe I'll be able to loot one inside of the maybe I'll just be able to loot one in my vault or something, you know. So how do we do, man? 80k? It's kind of low. Lots of cleave though. I feel like my boss damage is probably really bad, right? That's a cleave fight. That's, yep, not great. Not great. Really not great. Okay, I'm literally carried by AoE. Okay, that's not bad. Ashkandi is doing work. I hope it kind of proc more. I wonder if Ashkandi procs more with the tempo strikes because you do more attacks, or is it just based on autos? Auto attacks. Okay, so it is auto attacks. So then you still do want to do the auto build with this thing, auto speed. Wind Fury would have been amazing, by the way, if you're doing the Tempest build to get some extra speed. I imagine the procs would be like a lot higher. Hey, let's test. I went to a new guild recently. Good job, the Blizz is getting details again. Yeah, maybe, honestly, I have no idea. I was doing more M+ for the wall, dude. Yeah, it was just yesterday. I remember I was doing a underrod, and it was just like really unplayable. Like, it got real bad, dude, real bad. But I don't know. This dungeon was going fine up until like second and last boss. So hopefully not, man. I got to play some Diablo yesterday, but I definitely did have some laggy experience there, here and there. It's not great at all. All people are making sort of mistakes of pull. Well, that's everything. Yeah. Alrighty, boys. Blood DK. That or Frost. If I can get like Matooks or a homie to tank for me, then maybe we could do Frost. I can't make a tier, can I? Not yet. I do have pants, so we have like what? Gonna have 4 charges of the catalyst after tomorrow. So I should be able to make take 4 items if I can't get 4 items and turn them into tiers. At least Deathlin is a tier. I should do LFR on this thing because I tanked the LFR the other day on a Brewmaster. It was ridiculously easy. That except for a shock because the other tank has no idea what the tank swap there is. So I would just have to take like fire, earth slap, and that second earth slap hurt every single time. Went from full health down to 1 and get healed up. I had to make sure there's always something I could use for that double earthy slap. When I didn't, I just died and they BRS me because the other guy had no idea what to do. No clue. Here on EU servers seem to be fine, getting 100 mess about home and world. Yeah, I guess it's just that instance maybe was all kinds of messed up. Because we're kind of like I'm using abilities and nothing seems out of the ordinary, I think. Yeah, everything seems to be fine. We could do, I guess we could do my Brackenhide, right? I really would like to play Frost though. But like Blood, I don't know. It was just a Blood. Guardian Druid 420 can tank the whole Rashok without using Survival Instinct's pretty funny. 100 MS is high. I guess it depends, right? Yeah, 100 MS is high. I mean, it's like, what, 100 world? 101 world? But I'm sure it's gonna, like... I'm sure what it is like, the MS got high while I was in that instance. I know it's, like, coming down little by little. So I'm sure if you go, like, a minute, it will come back down. Well, we'll see. Can I take a 16? Like, if it's a freehold, I could probably tank it just fine. Also... I kind of want to play Frost because I want to see what's it like to mind control these ads. Because the Death Knight, if you didn't know, you can MC these ads. Literally just mind control them, yoink them for you. So you would swap out one talent, which is Enfeeble. You would swap it out for Command Undead. And since these ads are technically like, they're all types at once. They are an Undead, they are a Beast, they are everything, just so they can be hit by CC. And they can be like broken up by warriors with a they can be broken up by warriors with Shattering Throw. So they're trying to give as many classes as they can like an opportunity to find a way around these ads to do the thing. Let me see if Matix or somebody's around. SP maybe? Or Azal? Because if Azal is here, then maybe we could help me out here. I guess I could try mind control him as a blood DK. It's just really, really awkward as a blood DK. I guess you could try doing my own bracket height, see what that turns into, yeah? Bracket height isn't awful, is it? Okay, DPS is DK? Liev, oh man. Yeah, could you go DPS DK? I don't want to try DPS on the Death Knight. Yeah, I want to try doing my control thing. I guess what you could do is you could try listen to bracket height. Like, I should do as high of a key as I can, but like, I don't know. Maybe I should just do like something smaller. Like an 11 or a 12, just so it's something that's doable. Because I'm still like gearing this character, man. I got like a lot of my gear is still very, very, very behind what I'm trying to do. Probably to go like full haste crit though. Did I decide last time it was gonna do blood DK on this thing or frost death? Because I kind of like frost. A little more than blood. I think the trinket was not great for me, was it? 4 or 5. Probably Hunger of the Pack. Doesn't really have a lot of good options, to be honest. Not really. We'll try. We'll give it like a couple of minutes, see what kind of groups we can pick up. If we can get a bunch of pumpers to this 15 brack, we'll do it. Otherwise, I'll probably do like one of the easier keys, just so I can play some Frost, have some fun. Mess around. I see the news about the latest Blizzard. Wait, just see the news about the latest game Blizzard has fully killed off. No, I guess not. Still looking great, Dal. Rocking the mustache. What's up? How do you, my man? Hey, dude, I gotta put beard oil in. I gotta get the mustache wax in daily. Honestly, I gotta start doing it more regularly. I just like I come out of the shower. I'm just trying to catch up with work, trying to catch up with everything. I'm just lazy, man. Sometimes a little bit lazy. Actually, all the time a little lazy. Sometimes, all the time, very lazy. No, I haven't heard about the game, though, Jake. I don't know what game it would be. Or should the promised PVE content with each season after season 6, now they're coming out saying there won't be any PVE content until 2024. Yeah, didn't they have a blue post about it a while ago? Or is that something more recent? I was pretty sure they were like, yeah, so PVE content, we can't really do that. It said something like we're a PvP team, and us doing PvE was like awkward and weird. So we just kind of like couldn't really deliver on the full like mode. I really do think they need to go back to the drawing board and try at it again, honestly. Because like that's what a lot of people were excited for. It's just a PvE version of like Overwatch stuff. It's not trying to kill off an impossible challenge. Try not to kill off Overwatch to impossible. Yeah. I'd say disrespect towards the Overwatch community is insane. Wait, the insane disrespect towards the Overwatch community is insane. That's insane. Kind of insane, don't you think? They had an excuse personally. The flat out lied to everyone since it was a major selling point of the game. So the way I look at it, I agree. Yeah, I think when people heard Overwatch 2, right? It's basically Overwatch 1, but with more features and better support and a new like payment model or whatever. Okay, interesting new direction. Want to try doing the whole battle pass? All right. Some games have been able to successfully do that, and people prefer the battle pass system. But then the game at the same time is free for everybody to play whenever they want to. Interesting. And then they said PvE mode, which is something people have wanted to for a good bit. They said themselves originally, I think it was in a blue post, that should I got this guy? He'll probably do okay, maybe. They said like they wanted the PvE mode to to be of high quality, and they just couldn't deliver it. I mean, I guess it's possible that maybe like a PvP focused Overwatch team was the one that was tasked in terms of like doing a PvE mode, right? But I also kind of have a hard time except not fully. One, because I'm sure Blizzard has like writers, so if you wanted to make like, a campaign with a story or whatever, like you could whip something up. Maybe not the most comprehensive, craziest story ever, but I mean, they do their own stories through like the cutscenes as they do right now, right? Imagine taking one of the cutscenes you have with a character, like an origin story over here, and making that into like a campaign of its own, right? A level or two. Probably do something like that. Then the rest of it is just mechanics and design. You have the first-person shooter thing, and you gotta find a way to like turn that into like a PVE mode. Other games have done it in the past. Are we just gonna pick up Warlock? Are we not gonna grab any Lust or anything? Okay, we need a Lust class at this point. We got 3 Bereses, me, a Pally, and a Warlock. We just need a Lust and a tank that brings nothing at this point. But yeah, it just I guess you could see like a PvP team trying to come up with PvE content kind of challenging. But I feel like they could have used somebody from like the story department to come up with a bit of story and a campaign and the flow of missions. I feel like there could be somebody who designs mechanics for games, mechanics for content, like I guess WoW-esque for example, or whatever, and apply mechanics for like character progression, PvE mechanics. I mean, Destiny does it, right? Destiny does it. You would basically just have to create a mechanic for tanks, mechanic for healers, mechanic for DPS, that everybody serves a role, and just apply that like WoW-esque trifecta of the healer tank DPS playstyle, group gameplay thing, into a first-person mode. And they sort of were kind of doing it. They would need to make some boss fights and make some kind of big goal-oriented tasks, and just like the concept behind like how big of a set piece they could also work with too, right? This whole like, you know, the OverWatch team saving the world or whatever, like there's a lot of opportunity to fight like massive mechs, and there's a lot of opportunity to like make something really cool out of it. Yeah, it's just, I can totally see why people would have a hard time like believing that it's like, well, like believing that, yeah, that's the reason why they discontinued it. I think one thing that I am pretty sure of is they were probably trying a couple of revisions for this thing, and they just couldn't get it to the point where it was acceptable enough to be like the Blizzard quality. And I don't mean like Battle for Azeroth, lots of bugs for Azeroth, you know, Blizzard quality. I mean like the proper Blizzard quality that was like initial Overwatch was. It was like clean, clear-cut game, very fun, everything felt good, all the heroes felt great, everything was snappy, right? Besides like a bug here and there, or maybe like servers on the fritz, everything else works fine. Like when things work well, it'll work really well. Like Diablo, right? That hit that Blizzard quality. It's a clean game. Whether we see how like the content that supports it is going to be, you know, good or not, that's another story. But like the initial game, clean, well done, characters feel great, everything functions super well, and it just, I guess, couldn't meet that standard. Maybe it's like a setting they set themselves, right? Like, here's the standard, and if we can't get it, we can't release it. But I guess they're releasing some missions because maybe that's all they could put together. It's just a handful of missions, but I don't know, maybe like, I feel like there's another way they could have went about it too, because it's like a paid thing where you buy missions per mission and so on or whatever. It's just, it just doesn't feel great, you know? I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to recoup losses. I do think that they really did want to do it, and maybe it was actually too big of a task for them to truly like finalize and complete. But also, like, I can totally see why people are like, you know, not really on board. Like, yeah, I don't think you guys just like tried and gave up. I don't think you tried all that hard. I don't know. It's, I don't know. I just know that they couldn't reach that quality. I do think they could have went better about it. What sort of Blizzard quality? What sort of Blizzard quality? What do you mean? 400 people they got from Spellbreak? Oh yeah. What? I do wonder what happened with the Spellbreak people. I imagine they either went to like work on WoW, because I'm pretty sure they were like MMO people, weren't they? I don't think Spellbreak. What did Spellbreak work on? Hold on. WoW Spellbreak. 100% studio transition to work on the Dragonflight expansion. so they're an MMO people. Like, you're not gonna put your MMO people that work on like MMOs that is set to work in Dragonflight. You're not just gonna like transfer them over to Overwatch. You know, I mean, how do you think WoW is putting out as many content updates as it is? They give my guild these, right? They feel like their heads are in a twist. They feel like they got a whiplash with how fast they've been able to deliver on these updates, which is good. And I imagine they probably don't want to take bodies off of World of Warcraft. Maybe to some degree, and this is just me hypothetical here. Maybe they were like, all right, we have Overwatch, we have Diablo, we have Warcraft. Warcraft needs to make a big comeback. We need to make sure Dragonflight is a banger. We got to make sure updates are regular. We got to make sure it's all high quality. We got to make sure everything's tip-top shape. And so far, like, updates have been quick, and they've been all been pretty good so far for Dragonflight. 10.1 coming out soon. 10.5 coming out very soon too. Very excited about it. I mean, every single PTR feels like it's almost like a finished product, minus a couple of bugs. Like, it's very, very different compared to Shadowlands, where I felt like nothing's ever finished until literally day one, the final day before the release. None of the stuff really fully works until the final day, you know? So yeah, I think it's maybe they're trying to put more effort into Diablo and WoW, but maybe this is where Overwatch is starting to slip, right? They are maybe in dire need of help, and they're just like unable to. They're like, okay, we got to make sure that Diablo has support, World of Warcraft has enough support, and Overwatch ends up kind of suffering. Maybe that's the case. Because I imagine, like, again, they have like people that write, they have people that do game mechanics, right? You could probably take an idea of like World of Warcraft. Like, I mean, they were able to transpose a lot of the game mechanics from other games into Heroes of the Storm, and they did it fairly successfully. They know how to do that stuff pretty well. I imagine they could probably reverse engineer something like a WoW-esque mechanic or design encounter person and find a way to create a design within the mechanics of Overwatch, because at the end of the day, if you just look at them like as WoW classes with specific gameplay mechanics, you could probably design an encounter that's very, very fun and interactive. And they probably just couldn't do it. Maybe they just couldn't spare the people for it whatsoever. You know what I mean? Maybe that was the case. Who knows? They hurt themselves by giving a time frame and people just told them. Yeah, I think that's the thing. They probably over-promised, but they weren't able to deliver. I feel like it's a lot of what games have done, right? Like, Cyberpunk did a lot of that too. They were like, oh, this game is going to be able to, you're going to be able to do all these other activities. You're going to be able to get all these different hideouts or whatever. You're going to be able to get all these different cars, all these different wall climbing and stuff. And then they had to scale back, scale back, scale back, scale back, as they're having to push the delay it. And then we came with something that's very bare bones, and in some cases not even functional, but mostly bare bones. We'll avoid the whole like how the performance of like Cyberpunk was on consoles and stuff, which was abysmal. I remember there's so many videos of it, dude. Chromecat, just go look at Chromecat, and there's videos of people like CD Projekt Red lied. And it was really bad. Like, they did a bad job with it. And I feel like maybe that's the same thing they did here with Overwatch. They made promises, and then they had to scale them back. And the thing they had to scale back are some of the big things that were really trying to hit out of the park. Yeah, I don't know. Didn't they promise the whole Overwatch 2 before the Microsoft acquisition? Because I imagine like Microsoft probably invested a lot more into WoW and Diablo as soon as it came on board. From what I heard from my friend, there was a lot of hirings, a lot of new positions as soon as the whole like Microsoft acquisition got announced. A lot of hirings, and my friend told me from what it seems like Microsoft's already like tossing money at Blizzard, and they're just like, yeah, get the people you need. Get the games out. We don't even know if this thing is going to complete. Here we go. Here's an early investment. Just do it. Whatever happens, whether this goes through or not, here. Get the Microsoft money. They make buku money. Lots of. So, I don't know. Overwatch 2 is a living game. One could just release it slowly, X amount of heroes at a time, X amount of missions at a time. I mean, they have a pretty much like a plan of like, they release a hero every so many seasons or whatever, don't they? Yeah, maybe they could have done like the story in chunks, kind of like how, I don't know, I feel like maybe they just try to see if they can make the story as a one-time thing that's released all at once. There will probably be, have you ever played a Telltale game before? Like any of the Telltale Walking Dead? The first one was really good. But like the release, like they had the game and they had chapter 1, but they had 5 chapters overall. Chapter 1's released, and you didn't really see any of the other future chapters until, you know what, I'm actually going to delist the group. I'm actually going to bail out. We're going to just join like at 11 because I'm taking forever here. I'm just going to do something easy like at 11, 12 just to get this guy a weekly key, man. You know what I mean? Hopefully one with a weapon. Which dungeon even has a weapon for me? Anybody know? Anybody know by chance? Not Algathar. Let's see. I know Freehold. Slow down, Dal. Slow down. So we got a mace, two-hander, and Brackenhide. Is it crit? Crit mastery? Wait, I need a haste mastery one. Weapon here too. Weapon here too. Haste mastery. I need an Altharis weapon. Nothing in this one. Shark. So we got at least 4 that have a weapon. 5 that has a weapon. What is this, dude? 6? There's so many weapons. So many two-handers. 7? Dude, every dungeon besides Uldaman. And what is it? This Uldaman that doesn't have a weapon? Is that what it was? Yeah, I think that's what it was. Hold on a second. Just double check it. Yeah. Okay, literally anything that isn't Uldaman. That's 11 or 12 I can sign up for. I can just do that then. The best one is Notharian, right? Notharis. Okay, such alt. Just try to see if I can get some of these done. I'll try to sell the Notharis just because, again, weapon big good. Agile two-handers, like 2 or 3 dungeons. I said, yeah, dude. Sometimes some of these dungeons are super inconsistent when it comes to weapons. It just be like that sometimes. Declined. Okay, fine. I am 407 item level with a 401 weapon and like 666 score. Maybe they're like, yo, that's a bad omen, dude. Don't take it. That score is cursed. But I do have a B res, so like maybe they'll take me. Somebody at some point, somewhere maybe. Lair? I mean, we just done a lair. I don't think these guys will take me though. For crest farm. Worm farm. Ideally, my best dungeon would be Notharis, wouldn't it? I guess I could technically drop this bracket height to like an 11, couldn't I? And just make it a farm group. I mean, maybe they'll take me, right? Maybe they'll be like, alright, this guy has done it before. Underrot? Maybe? I do want to try different dungeons than what I've done so far. What was the moneymaker? I imagine it is, but to a degree. I do wonder if some people think WoW is like makes billions and billions and billions, because there's mobile games that make like a ton of money. And I don't think WoW will be able to, what is it, come close. Vortex did join my man Ungiven. I don't know if he will take me though, but maybe he would. Like a freebie run for your boy. Freebie run for your boy. See if those other Notharises. There's an understank. I'll try understank. I'm wondering if other people don't really know what KSH is. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe I should write out Keystone Hero Alt. Because I've written CE before, and like when I'm trying to sign up for raids, people don't know what CE is. But if I write 9 out of 9 Mythic, 9/9M, they're like, oh, this guy killed Sarkarath. But if you put Cutting Edge CE, they're like, what is that? What's CE? I have no idea. So maybe I should write like Keystone Hero Alt. Hey, we're just gonna sign up for Ungiven. I'm sure it's not even his group. Probably just part of a group. Keystone Hero Alt. Well, maybe that'll help me. If I get taken, then maybe that's what I'll start writing, Keystone Hero Alt. Because I do have KSH on my main. I'm in 2700 score. Trying to see if I can go 2800, maybe even 3k. If I can get some good keys here and there. Tyrannical Week is where I need to get some 20s, and maybe I'll get close to 2800. But who knows? Actually, so we're still searching, huh? Do we just blood DK, boys? Because I really want to play Frost. Never mind, we got it, boys. Let's go. Hey. Hey, none. How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. And I think we're good, yeah? Alright. Also, I do want to leave services channel because my trade chat otherwise is just an absolute mess and I can't see who's like posting for anything ever. I do need to craft myself a weapon at some point. Vortex, right? Yeah, I'm starting making my way there. Yo, but you remember how to farm the combat faction as Azure? Yes, I do. So all you have to do is go to the combat area. Yeah. So what you do is you go to the combat assembly area. Come on, baby. Nice, Jake. Dragon Isles. You go Azure Span. So you go to the combat area. And you just kind of like run around, kill mobs in the area, loot their powers, use those powers to get stronger, so you can just keep farming these mobs. Every time you loot them, you get a little bit of rep on you. If you want to maybe add like the Darkman Fair buff, go to ride the carousel for a little bit, that's 10% more XP. You get 50% more from Winter Sanctuary, you get 10% more from Darkman Fair. Just kill mobs and loot them. That's all you gotta do. Kill the mobs and loot them, and you're good. That easy. Wait, the dragon is its own dragon riding mount? Yes, is its own dragon riding mount. A lot of people thought it was just a reskin. So it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be customizable. They have data mined customizability options, but it's something that may have to wait until the reset to fix. But yeah, it's supposed to be customizable though. It is supposed to be. They have data mined a bunch of customization options, like unique ones. Like they have like this little like tendrils, almost like TBC, like alien looking you know those spore bats, how they have like in their tails, they have like tendrils with like a bulb on there. You could have that as like a chin or some of the other customizations. Very much like that TBC era customizations. They're supposed to be customizable, but it's very, very likely it's a thing they gotta get fixed. You're gonna be Vortex Pinnacle Quest and Oldham. There we go, dude. Yeah, Vortex is a hell of a key. I'm actually kind of excited to try the DK grippy thing with the sparks. I feel like that could be really good. But we'll see. Hopefully I get my weapon here. Otherwise, what can I get? Mount? I seen the other day somebody get a mount. It's actually kind of nuts. So we can get the neck. Actually, this place has all the necks in the world, dude. I need the crit haste one if they have one. The weapon would be amazing. This would be really good too. Even this is I too. Frost. Do they have any like no trinkets actually? Okay, so we're gonna set for unholy. Just I guess it doesn't matter. Frost or unholy. I just want to make myself get myself a weapon if possible. Also get the Drake mount a few minutes ago from the dungeon. I posted it in Discord server my heart's sake. When it dropped. Oh yeah, was that you? Hold on. I think it was a screenshot, yeah? Oh yeah, the Drake of the North Wind. Let's go. That's huge, man. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think it looks great. I think it's awesome. And that's what I like when they add all these older dungeons, because now Freehold has a mount that you can get a mount from. Like final boss, I guess doing the Mythic Plus version of Freehold, you can get a what is it? What's the word? You can get a mount from. So basically, what I'm trying to say is, you got dungeons this season. All of them you can get a mount from, or at least a lot of them. Vortex, Underrot, Freehold. None of these, but they could maybe add more, and that's what I like about the seasonal dungeons. What's up, Alpha? How you doing, my man? That's what I really like about what they did with seasonal dungeons, is the fact that they can add other dungeons with like mounts and stuff in the future. And if they're doing like cataclysm and stuff, I imagine if they were doing like Wrath of the Lich King, right? Take a Wrath dungeon, really change it up by a ton, really make it feel like something entirely different, and then try to see if we can make that work. I think that would be just golden. I would love to see something like that at some point. Is he just pulling everything? Okay, I guess he is. Let's see if I can ramp up some damage myself, maybe. I think I'm drawing aggro, right? Probably. Oh, bop. Okay. Although I don't think a bop is gonna save me when I'm like surrounded by the winds. Probably not. Oh my god. Let me just see if there's a ghosty anywhere nearby. Also, I gotta stop dropping Death AK randomly. I just gotta save my death and decays until I actually can hit something. Another spec I want to start playing is my arms and Fury Warrior. I think that'd be super fun. This is where I wish I had my what is it, death and decay for. Oh yeah, no sanguine. I keep forgetting that like keys are so scaled differently now that you won't even get like certain affixes until way later. I kind of like that, honestly. I don't like that change out of all the changes I've done so far. Like doing some lower keys just feels super casual. It's kind of nice. Still get the same rewards though. Let me try to see if I can MC it. Please don't hit it. My control. Oh yeah, my friend. Oh hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna fly. I'm dead. Unless I can death strike. I'll stay dead because he's still MC'd. He's still a friend. Oh wait. Okay, maybe I can res now. Run back. But those guys are so good if you can mind control them and they can be friendly, because at least they'll start using our attacks to debuff the enemies instead of us. Instead of like putting a 50% debuff on us, they'll just, it's a 5% debuff on the enemy targets, but it's still really good. Let me get the blades piece. Oh yeah. The Venti one, yeah, that will look so good. Yeah, I'm seeing it right now. That one is easy to get though. That one I think is just like you get rep and then just buy it, I think, yeah? Or am I wrong about that? I might be wrong about that. We had someone in our group unsatisfied because he got a bad log down 30 seconds before the kill. I'm like, bro, it's a kill, screw your log. Honestly, dude, this is where like when you go back for the reclears, that's where you go get logs, man. Imagine just like being like, oh, yo guys, hold on, can we not kill real quick? I got a bad log. This is gonna be a bad pull. Although I do know people that are literally kind of toxic in the regard, like they will throw the pool entirely if like a friend of his gets a bad, what looks like it's gonna be a bad parse. He would literally like throw a pull for his friend in a progression guild, progression fight. He will literally throw the pull until his friend gets himself a proper parse. It's actually insane. And then we'll do this thing sneakily with one another, trying to see if they can get away so nobody realized what they were doing. It was bad, man. It was bad. Also, I gotta maintain my auto attack buff. I'm really bad at that. Dome. I can control one of them. MC one, but couldn't MC the other, which is unfortunate. Maybe somebody can get him. But we got our ad. That's also debuffing the boss. Boss does 10% less damage to us. Kind of good. Kind of strong. Someone described that kind of good. Boss did 10% damage for a good bit. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. My damage though ain't nice. My damage is actually pretty awful. I gotta practice the Frost EK a little bit more, man. I gotta play this thing some more. It's really fun whenever I play it, but I just know my damage just cheeks. Absolute cheeks every time I pick it up. I just gotta play it and like play it for a good bit and practice it and just gear it and all that. Invest some time into it. The color of the blades is the anima conductor. My mage should have. Oh, okay, yeah. If your mage just has it, then yeah, you should be able to get it done. Pull the second side. Pull the other side. You won't, my guy, you won't. I do like it when they pull the other side though, because it's like kind of fun. It's a lot of mobs all together. Oh, he did. Yeah, he did. Hold on. Blind? Need my death and decay here. Huge. So we can maybe get some cleaves. Not doing the damage that I wanted to. But it's okay, at least we got some cleaves. Yeah, I feel like if we pulled everything and I had whole cooldowns rolling in, maybe. My damage is so behind though, dude. It's so behind. We should probably dodge. Please dodge some of them. What do you think about DK as a class? I like it. It's getting some buffs for PvP. That's where I think the spec has been kind of in a weird spot. I am hoping to get like, I'm hoping to pick up a tier set as soon as possible, but Death as a class generally is a fun class for me. I'm just really bad at it because I haven't been able to gear mine whatsoever. So I'm a little bit sad about it, honestly. I need to like spend a bit more time playing it. Just because it's a blast every time I pick it back up, but I'm like, I spend so very little time on it that I just unlearn how to play it entirely. Happens every single season, man. Unless it's like a character I'm focusing on off the bat, I do end up unlearning it completely. And it's like, it's a very specific way it's gonna be played. Tank? Oh. There we go. Yeah, I just gotta play it some more. I think that's what it comes down to. I also need to not sit on my cooldowns as much as I usually do, because I'm really bad at that. You can skip these? Yeah, you can, but if you kill them, then you can skip the spark. Let her run back? I think we'll be fine. Domus real quick. But yeah, as a class is definitely not a bad one. Let's see if I can maybe go for a that's not great. Oh, I'm dead. Oh, it's a heal. Got it. Oh, last second. Last second. My control is huge, man. I'm liking this. I was playing with the priest the other day that was doing the same thing too. My control's mad. Finally had myself a good pull in AoE. I definitely gotta practice this thing though. I guess now we should be able to skip the sparks, yeah? Hopefully. Hopefully we should be able to skip the sparks after this. Let me MC this real quick, please. Nice. Let me get one every single time, because it helps us anyway. With the mob doing literally 5% less damage. Outfit. Go blood rating. AoE. That was a fantastic pull. Like, if I could do that more often, right? Line up all my cooldowns, do 200k DPS, probably even more if I have better gear. Like, we could do a ton of damage on this thing. I just gotta like practice it, because if I can get it set up, we are pumping, dude. We're pumping on this thing, and it feels great. I'm just really bad at it. Like, notoriously bad. Healer died? Hold on. Where's he dead at? He's like dead down below. Then maybe I can like walk up and like... Is he around the edge there? I think he's like not even in the room. What is that? Okay, well we're gonna take a lot of damage then. Drop a dome so we can just kind of sit in here for a bit. Are we resetting? I mean, I guess I could like heal myself, right? Like we could live this. I just still have to heal myself a lot. I just Jet Strike over Frost Strikes. We can live. The fact that we're actually alive though is weird. Okay, I did the wrong move. Eventually we'll kill this thing. Who was he? He was literally around the edge, huh? Yeah, I was trying to see if I could find him. I couldn't. I was like, dude, he's on the map. He's so close, but like, I don't see him. I don't see him at all. There was no way for us to get him. There was actually just no way. Like, maybe we could run up here, maybe find him, but I'm pretty sure all this is blocked off too, isn't it? That was great. I keep forgetting just how kind of tanky this class can be. Like, just with death strikes. It's only 11 though. It's only 11, but like for my item level, I don't know. I'm sure on like an actual like what 23 of this place, 24, even with like a fully geared, it's just like it's gonna be a rough experience either way. But that was hilarious, man. I enjoyed that. That was awesome. I'm actually gonna sit on the Caliph here, just because I feel like nobody ever tries to interrupt the Caliph, and he just ends up getting his casts off with a big rally. But if I were just like sit on him for a little bit, I could just cleave him down here. Everybody usually interrupts the healer guy, but never the Caliph, and then he just rallies and then you sit there forever and then you're doing the fight for much longer than you need to. It's just not fun for anybody. Does this not work? It's like sometimes the buffs work, but not really. That's weird. I'm gonna hit the big guy, honestly. That's probably actually better for me, because at least I have like a target that I can just keep cleaving off of. And this is the one where I was hoping to get groupie hands on, but we should skip, right? Yes, please skip. Please skip. I'll try to see if I can line up like a groupie hands for the next set of sparks, because it should, or stars rather, because it should make things a little bit easier, I imagine. Let me see if I can yoink that real quickly. Nice. Ow. Yeah, now that I've had a little bit of practice with this thing, I'm getting more hands-on with the Death Knight. I'm feeling like my damage has improved like dramatically. Like this feels a lot better. I wish it would kind of like pull him a little closer to like the lightning thing, but that's fine. It's a little closer. It's just a smidge closer. Just so we can kind of like melee while standing on the lightning would be amazing.
3, 2.
I'm gonna MC the one right. And hopefully blast the rest. Yeah, that didn't feel as great because I didn't have anything set up. But otherwise, like, I'm feeling a lot more confident playing DK right now. Like, now I'm actually picking up a little bit of steam on this thing. And I got a Grippy fan for this. This is actually... Okay, we gotta go now. But otherwise, perfect. Hold on, Grippy. Grab all of them. Maybe all of them one by one. Yeah, I was hoping this would grab them all a lot faster for some reason. Like, it does kind of grab them, but only one at a time. It's not really doing, like, super crazy, like, just grab all of them up at once. I guess you need a Gorfian for that. What's up, my man? What's up, Keon? How you doing, my man? Hope you have a good one. Welcome, welcome. Let me yoink this guy real quick. Yoink, 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 yoink. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lust feels great on DK, by the way. Oh, yeah, I can summon a pet because I already have one mind controlled. I was trying to summon a ghoul just now. Press like ghost summon, like a goober, and nothing's going on. Makes sense, I guess. We drag him a little closer. No? Yeah, we're just jumpers. I probably shouldn't have a ghoul, should I? Or I need to make sure to like disable the ghoul as soon as thing is out. If a thing comes out. Okay, we'll have a ghoul here for like a second. And we disable the ghoul. Mind control it. I can't mind control it. Never mind. Doesn't matter. That was quick, dude. My damage was cheeks. My damage, cheeks, up until like the second half of the dungeon. Let me see. Yeah, because first part, terrible. Awful. Picking up a little bit. Lived the boss. Kinda good. Did the boss sorta. Okay, sorry about that. Hazy gloves. Okay, I can't get any of these things. Actually, do you need the ring by chance? I could use ring. Wait, no, willpower, please. There we go. Because haze crit is kind of bis for me. Wait. I'm gonna dip so you guys can pick up a better DPS. See why none. Yeah, I'm gonna dip for that one. Gonna do the thing. I guess the question now was, did my shaman get the thing done? I don't remember. And I also need to sim this as well. I'll figure it out later though. Because I do need to like work in characters a little by little, figure them out. Park him here. Alright, did the Shammy get a key done? Because I'm pretty sure he did. If I haven't, now would be the time to just have some fun. Just go blast a queue really quickly. Otherwise, I think I'm done for the week then, chat. Hold on a second. No! We're not done. We are gonna blast a queue really quickly. Alright, Elemental Shaman key. Yeah, this is like a real key. More or less. What's like a really... Yeah, freehold. I was gonna say, what's a really good, like, big AoE key? Like, mad juicy AoE key. That would do it, though. Freehold is good. Vortex is okay, but not great. Bracket height is actually a lot of mobs, isn't it? Underrot, I know it's kind of smallish. I guess it depends on how you do, like, what some of the trash bags there. Huh? Declined? Unforge. Brack, I guess? I could try Brack and hide. What's another good one? Ultimate, kinda okay. Is Hall's big pulls? I'm trying to think of like good chesting, slow fill. I'm trying to figure out like what's a good dungeon besides freehold where you can just go like super mongo big AoE. Probably Brack, right? How's Affliction going in PvP? Affliction, I think it should be better once 10.15 comes out. I don't really know where it's at in terms of like general popularity, but I can look it up. I don't think it's as popular as what am I looking for? I don't think it's as nearly as popular as Destro right now. Just because Destro's been so strong. It's usually been like Destro or Demo that's been like really strong. One or the other. I guess I could look at what representation based on specs, that are leaderboards, stats. Yeah, Affliction is, it looks like Demonology Warlock has been really coming back up though, as of recently. I guess with the Destro Warlock survivability nerfs. Yeah, it looks like Destro's really kind of fallen off actually recently. That's unfortunate. Probably still a lot of people playing them though, right? Just not the high end. Yeah, Affliction is not, I think it's doable. I would have to ask Taxi so he can give you a better idea of how Affliction's doing. But Destro and Demonology seems to be a lot more popular than Affliction right now. Just because I think those two are really strong. Why am I getting declined from these freeholds? What is going on here? Hold on a second. Why am I getting declined from freeholds? I'm a Shammy. LA Shaman? Is the item over just low? Because LA Shamans are really good in AoE. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. Huh. Maybe it's the score? Because 2k, I guess, is not high enough anymore. That or what's my freehold? I've done 19, 18, and 19. I'm trying to do like a 17. I got declined from that? What? That is actually tragic. Pump. I should do a hauls, man, just to get like a hauls done for score. Lust, I just did a vortex though. Understank is not that great of a key though. It is an option. Uldaman is an. Oh, I can show you guys the tech on Uldaman, so I'd never get jumped on ever. There's like what the Trog boss tech, where you can go on top of a tent and never get hit by stuff. Apparently pretty good. You could just sit there and AFK and DPS the entire time. And I guess with CC with the ghosties or whatever. Underrot is insane. AoE if you go DPS. I think it's a good AoE if you got a good tank that knows how to pull these mobs. But yeah, second boss, third boss, it can be okay. But a lot of the times when people are doing keys like in pugs, they don't really pull like super like aggressively. They're not really super ambitious in their pulls, which I guess is fine. So I'm kind of going by like, what did pugs pull? And a lot of people are more than likely to pull quite big in freehold, especially after the first boss. Like there's a lot of like areas where you just double pull trash packs and not all that terrifying, and they don't really do too many things. Like there's one mob mechanic they do that's kind of terrifying, and if you got like a bunch of mobs all one mechanic, pretty easy to manage. And then you have like Underrot, where you have like the skitters will focus but also do the big AoE. Then you have the flowers that do the mechanic. You have the flowers that do what, the interrupt thing that you gotta do, or the dispel. Then you have the grubs that vomit. And if you pick up skellies on top of it, those guys can go bolstered or buff each other with lust. And there's some like really just one-shotty terrifying mechanics, where in freehold it's not a lot of one-shotty. And usually most of them are avoidable if there are one-shotty. You know what I mean? Again, like I'm just going by like pugs, because the way a pug is gonna pull and the way like a pre-made group is gonna pull are gonna be wildly different. So I'm just gonna send up for a pug. How would a pugs end up doing it? Because scaling up to non-pug group is pretty easy. Like shifting gears and being like, all right, this is our actual group. Okay, I can then go all out. Easy. I'm trying to figure out what's a good dungeon then. But I'm not actually getting a lot of invites. In fact, I'm actually getting a lot of declines. Surprising amount of declines. Huh. How's the Frost DK? Actually really fun J Davis. I'm hoping it'll be better for PvP once 10.15 comes out. But for PvE, it's definitely a fantastic spec. It's one of those like that's not really like a sunk hero, but it is not a terrible one either. It's like survival hunters or feral druids. You don't really see them often, but when you do see them and it's a good one, they pop off. Beautiful. I got hex. That's all I need, right? I don't need the spells. Uldaman. Is there poison in Uldaman? Do I need a totem? We don't actually have a poison dispel, do we? So maybe I should pick up a totem. Can't do that. I could give up Nature's Swiftness. Do I need Cleanse Spirit? No, if I'm running the totem, I don't. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do, because there's like a pack with a poison. No, there's a curse mechanic, isn't there? Don't want to give up. That totem? Yeah, I guess that'll work. That'll do it. Because there's a curse mechanic. Alright, I think we're good. I'm not even gonna double check what kind of like a setup you need to play Elemental Shaman talent wise, because I'm pretty sure it doesn't change at all. Pretty sure what I got working with is perfect. Or it can get much better than that. Wait, that's the wrong mount. Alright, so we'll get this done, and I think after this I'll double check my ults, but I think I should be good after that, boys. And we should have every single one of my ults ready for the Great Vault. Also, while I'm at it, is there any other activities I can work on? I think after this, actually, this LFR would get me to 200, and then I need like just a little bit more. Just a smidge more. And then we'll be set. Anybody's here? This guy. Actually, I think all of us are here. I think we're good. We're just gonna play off. And then I need, if I get my 200 here, where's that at? 200. And then I need like 200 more, it looks like, afterwards. I need like, no, I need more than that. 400 more. Or is this wrong? Is this correct? I don't even know. Is there anyone I could do that easy? Probably like the boss kills, right? Just some LFR and ults that don't have here. I could probably do that. Love you so much. What's up, good vibes music? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Hope you're liking the tunes, my guy. Alright, and every time I get a chance, sounds good, my man. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day, my guy. Alright. I love me some Melee Shaman. I gotta play this thing more, dude. It is actually like one of the most goated ults I've played ever. Are we pulling more? Are we pulling big? Tell me we're pulling bigger than that. Tell me we're pulling bigger than that. You can go bigger than that. Let's stun them all. Like, look at this thing, dude. Look at this thing. Look at this thing go. Give me that PI. This man knows. This man is like, alright, literally Thrall came into this dungeon. Alright. Oh, get him out of here. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Get him out of there. I love me some Melee Shaman, dude. Oh, we got a Reflection Warlock. No way. Oh, that's bug. I have not seen a Reflection Warlock in quite some time. What is this? Wait, that's awesome. Hell yeah. I'm excited now. Oh, what is this? I guess we're doing this group. I'm gonna get aggro. Please help. Please help. Let's have a problem where I can't really easily do much here. Like, it can knock people back. I probably should have went like with a knockback thunderstorm, shouldn't have I? I probably should have. You helped me through my darkest times I've ever had. I'm glad I found you years ago. I'm glad. Happy to have you here, my man. That's very, very, very kind of you to say that. 25 raid bosses easy go to Nighthold. Okay, I guess I could do that, right? I just don't do the whole LFR like cheesing the bosses or none of that, man. I just don't normally do that, but like I guess I should, right? Like, there's no harm in that. But yo, good vibes. Everybody goes through some stuff, man. But I'm glad you found the content that you enjoy. You know what I mean? I think everybody can attest to being in that same position before. Also, I gotta. Oh no, I'm dead. Hold on. That bite, I know that from playing tank, dude. That bite hurts. I panic because it's just like my tank sets is kicked in. Like, a tank is dead, I get bitten, I'm done. Yeah, those bites, dude. Those bites. They hurt. Elm good now? Elm been good, man. It's just not a lot of people play them, but they have been good for a good bit. Even though it may not seem that way, they definitely have been pretty goated for like a bit now. Okay, I can dispel them real quickly. Yeah, that's been pretty solid, honestly. Okay, that man's gonna die. Okay, well at least we can do one of these, right? Could maybe back up out of here. Like the warrior's probably gonna leave this group. Oh, please pick him up. Please grab him, warrior. Yeah. I'm gonna hope he doesn't aggro me too hard. Ooh, they're on me. Oh no.
Run. Dispel. Interrupt.
You're gonna dispel him. Oh, still on me. Oh no, I'm done. Warrior, please. Warrior, please. Okay, it's up to you. You got aggro. I got butt cheeks. Alright. We're fine. Literally, I'm rooting these things, dude. I'm rooting them like it's a PvP batch. Oh no, dude. They're just walking through. Oh, that sanguini linguini. I'm literally rooting you out. Okay, you gotta back off. The line of sight ya. Dodging this. Hold on. Blast. Okay. Terrifying. These first trash packs, as a warrior too, I feel like I've had a similar situation on warrior where I was walking in, I'm just getting absolutely trucked because all this damage, I think, goes through your armor and everything, right? Alrighty, boys. Literally, this guy's okay. Normally we go do the trog, but I guess we could less this, yeah. It is an AoE fight, so it'll be kind of nice. Should we make Shaman earlier enhance? I say if I think enhancement is a little bit easier to get into. No, honestly, I think enhancement is much easier to get into. So if you start enhancement, it'll probably be much easier to start with. If that makes any sense. Hope you will like pull them together a little bit, because this is the only two that are like standing kind of close together. Yeah, there we go. We can pull them together a little bit like this. That'll be nice. Refire them. We're gonna waddle and take all these out here, so the boys don't have to worry about them. Look at that, being useful member of society, useful member of this party. At least sometimes. Times are changing, boys. We actually become useful. Oh god, he's gonna go up here? Oh, he doesn't. That's weird. Okay, I'm gonna come down just so you don't go super far. I tried to hit it, kick him. I didn't get to. I missed him entirely.
Target you.
Gonna be an ouchies. Should be out, right? Probably good that I moved. Yeah, this boss fight was a weird one for me. If they can kind of like stay together, like 3 targets on the shaman is a little weird. I feel like enhancement would have done much better there. Wait, bombs alone did someone around 6 mil and 21 key? Wait, the bombs in the thing? Wait, the bombs in that? Put me in for that fight? They do damage. I don't remember if it's that much though. But it is damage. Let's see if I can hex that thing. Never mind. That man's already on it. Wildfire bomb. Oh, wildfire bomb. Okay. Yeah, wildfire bombs are good. But yeah, look at the damage. Let's show what can do, dude. The tier set is good. Tier set is absolutely goated for this thing. But yeah, the AoE damage of Shaman has been kind of... It's always been kind of good. It just has not been like better than that of a mage or a warlock. Like, it just didn't really have a reason to bring Shaman specifically, just because warlocks and mages do the same thing anyway. That's been the weird part about it. But I don't think it's ever really been that bad. Plus the tier set we got now is really strong. I like it a lot. I'm gonna stun him, but hopefully he moves them last second. I think he moves some of them. Or all of them. Or he's just bathing in sanguine. That works too. Sorry, I just probably shouldn't be stunning him at all. Or earthquaking, I guess, in that case. Also, I need to maintain max range because I have this dumb trinket, the lava one, and I'm just like never at 20-yard range of mobs. Ever. That's probably more my fault than anything, honestly. Look at that thing. Yeah, that needs to be at least 20 yards away, otherwise it does less damage. That's why I need to make sure that I'm like maxing it. Like, it's like finding an angle right here. Like, how the hell do I max this one, right? I'm not really sure.
Run.
Oh, that man's gonna die. Yeah, you better run. Run, boy, run. Dude, I swear it must be like a warrior thing then, because I remember going this on my warrior. It was a lower level key, but like, I remember getting just absolutely trucked, absolutely smashed in this instance. Oh, I don't have a hex anymore. Okay, so this is what you can do. You go up here. You can just stay and hit the boss from here. You don't get no mobs jumping you or anything. Nothing chasing you. As long as you can stay like Okay, or he doesn't want me to stay up there. He's just gonna back as far away as he can. Okay, that works too. I guess that works. But like these mobs are gonna start leaping. They don't ever leap on you if you stay up there. Can you take it maybe like reposition again? So I could go back up there, that would be wonderful. I don't know if he'll let me though. Or maybe he will now. Might not be able to though. Could try. It's a little bit of weird, like, how to get up there. You can technically do it without any kind of like shaman leaps or anything like that. Like maybe I can go now. Yep. Nice. And now nothing is gonna jump on me ever. I can just stay up here and perched up and just AFK. And just do fight. Just do the fight. I think I can drop a totem there. Yeah, I can't drop a totem down there at all. So if you have any pets, that bugs out. Totems apparently count as pets. So I can't really drop a totem, but everything else is golden. Like, I'm just the American sniper now. I'm just sniping these guys out. It's so good. Look at that. I can kick him real quick so you can walk in a little closer. It can be a little bit easier to like fight through. Okay, this boy should be able to slam him here for a bit. Oh god, I love the way the chain lightning looks. It's such a satisfying spot to look at, dude. When it chains to multiple mobs, oh, it's so good. Literally the most satisfying spell in the game ever. Shaman's got some of the best spell animations, hands down. Been like that for like years now. But yeah, you can just stay up there and just chill. As a ranged, look at that. What's somebody just sitting up there chaining? Just chaining, dude. Do you like Sarkareth? Yeah, we got a kill on Sarkareth. Yeah, we did it like this Tuesday. I did not stream it because I didn't really know how it's gonna go. I was just, honestly, the guild was just falling into absolute depression because we spent so many hours in Sarkareth. And the fact that it was taking us this long, like, it was sad hours for everybody, man. Sad days for a lot of us, honestly. But we did do it. We persevered. Sarkareth is dead Kareth. It's super, super nice to just be finally done with the tier. So now we can kind of just chill and do other stuff. Dude, what is the speed of Shackle and Dead? It's like 2.2 seconds. This man's so quick. And he's still doing his whole rotation. Or is it this other guy that did it? Might have been the Disc Priest that's doing it. Either way, it's like the fastest rotation for Ghosty ever. Ridiculous. Also, if this guy's careful, he can actually not get hit by Jagged Bites at all. He doesn't actually have to get hit. The man's getting hit. He doesn't know. Oh, he don't know. Oh, he don't know, dude. Oh, he don't know. Oh, he don't know. Hold on, Earth Ellie. Maybe you could do something. Earth Ellie, please. Oh, I could hit him with a slow. Remember the earthquake. Oh, run. We're just running. Yeah, Earth Ellie. Yes. Okay, perfect. Hold on. Big zap rig. Don't get bit. Just don't get bit. Just keep waddling. Keep S keying out. Just S key. Just press your S key to backpedal. Don't get hit. This is why we say don't get hit. Oh, you got bled. Like, look, he got 6 stacks. He's doing 60% more damage. He's only going to grow bigger. 70. You can just cut him out, though. That is an advantage of these things. You could literally just run him out. Somebody's got to stun it just so we could drop his buff. Oh, he's going to... Oh, that bite trucks through the tank so hard. It just 60% of his health is gone in a single bite. The man just has no idea he's got to walk him out. If you just keep... He's trying to bite you. You back up. He can't bite anybody. He tries to bite you. You walk away. He's like, wait. Okay, I guess I'm going to walk up close and try to bite. Oh, he walked away again. I guess I'm going to walk up again. They keep waddling after trying to bite you. And if you just back up, just press SK and just keep waddling backwards, they can never reach you. Never. As long as you hit them once in a while, you can hold aggro. Think I can drink strats and lightsaber snakes? Dude, they're actually really good strats. That is the way you're supposed to do it, though. I had no idea until you told me. Now you implemented every single time I do this place. Okay, I wasn't really there. I really should try to set this up so we're super close to this guy. Because you want to keep these stuns close. Okay, should be able to go for a big go here, hopefully. Big go. Yep, huge go. Massive, look at that. Not the best damage compared to this Affliction Warlock. This guy's trucking this boss, by the way. This Affliction Warlock is absolutely tearing this boss a new one. This guy's insane. I gotta be very, very careful whenever I get hit by the bleed, by the way. Yep, there it is. Wall in it. And next one I could probably do the buff, whatever. The group heal buff. Might be worth.
Move to center. Knocking back.
Crush and bite. I almost finished my thing. I'm actually gonna pop the group heal now because we also got bleeds anyway, and I got bled up, which is perfect.
Special coming.
Cool. I'm gonna give these guys some space.
Knocking back.
Cross check while mid-air. I could do dude on the left, I guess. Nice, perfect. We kind of had to guess which one, who's gonna get what, but it lined up pretty well. Give me a big zapper. Oh, dude, this guy does a lot of damage though. This affliction warlock pops off. Dark Glare, single target. He just trucks these bosses. I'm a little behind him, but we do okay. We'll clean up okay, right? At least I hope we clean up okay. Oh, let me stun these. Just because these mobs are gonna be a pain. Also, I just realized we have like a full caster team here. I just put the 2 and 2 together. That's all up playing DK this week, dude. DK is really good right now. That is real good. Because we did mind control earlier. We did the Death Knight run with the MCs and the ads. It's so nice, dude. 5%, 10% damage reduction on ads and bosses. That is value. Big value. Big fan of the strats. Also gotta stop lava bursting whenever my pet is out. Gotta be a little bit more careful with that. Was it one of these? Be able to go big AoE here. Actually, I should also incorporate these as well. Cross shocks. More? He's making friends. Okay. Making even more friends. I'm gonna drop down the stun totem. I don't know if that's a good idea, but I feel like it's fine because they're gonna be casting stuff anyway. I want super far away. Just gotta get interrupted at some point. Wait, Earth Alley. It's my fault. Hold on. Somebody got it? Yeah, Killer got it.
Interrupt. AOE incoming. Crowd control.
Can't really stop this guy at all. Pick. Please walk about a sanguine. There's like pixel in. There we go. Dude, this run is a little bit stressful. I don't even know if we'll be able to time it, honestly. I'm starting to question our ability to time this right now. I mean, the warrior's doing kind of like, it's going a little slow, but I'm not trying to get a, you know, take a dig at the guy or anything. But it is going a little bit slower than I thought it was gonna go. But I guess it maybe wants to be a lot more methodical. Dispel him real quickly. This is literally why I went to spell route. Also, again, I need to stop lava bursting at all whenever I got this. Ellie, I just need to be lightning bolting. Because look at them lightning bolts. Oh my god, look at that. This just built up so fast. That's why I need to be spamming those things. Alright, let's see if I can reposition maybe. Let's drop down a stun early on. Wait. I need to spell myself, please? Okay, timed it. Sorta. Huh? I guess it was another one?
AOE incoming. Crowd control.
I can only interrupt that right now. I can wall. That's all I can do. I believe it's gonna hurt if I'm in front of that. To be honest, I can control Vendetta. I fix it in 2 minutes. Icebound is better than 3 minutes. Dude, it's so good. I do like the fact that at least they give Death Knights like something unique that they can do with that affix. Also, I gotta bind this ability.
Interrupt.
Because I don't even have like my Thunderstorm bound right now. I just don't have the key binds for it at all. I guess I could do this, but that's something else. I guess I could do this maybe? That could do it. Or this one, I guess. That would feel weird though.
Watch your step.
I'm sorry?
Control.
What happened? Okay, well I guess we got a kite now, huh?
Dispel.
Oh lord. Oh, that just does damage. Even if we were kiting behind it. Oh, that's not good. I guess I'm gonna die real quick so we can reset. The guy walked in and just got slammed. Absolutely just got trashed in there. Hold on, what happened? Okay, he walked up, right? He walked in. He got meleeed with Custodian. Then he got meleeed by Earth Custodian. Then he got slammed with Fissuring Slam for 530,000. And then just melee down afterwards with a cast of Stone Bolt. So it was okay. It was okay. Dead. I guess what I gotta do is stop the Stone Bolt. But I don't know if he probably just didn't have anything for the Fissuring Slam, I guess. My God, that's so much damage. This trash pack is the one that also was troubling me and this group that was in 20s with my buddy Carl. Like this one specifically was like, okay, there's AoE damage, tank damage, and mobs that we got interrupt, and then they all got Sanguinial that just bathe again. This is not an ideal trash pack to do. How Shaman feel? Is it worthy to level 70? Dude, they're fun right now. Whether you play Enhanced, Restore, or Elemental, their class design with the talent tree is so good, and the tier set's also pretty good right now. Like, there's a lot of vibe, there's a lot of fun gameplay to it. You are gonna have to play a playstyle that's very lightning based, not quite a lava playstyle. If you want to like max elemental, which some people like, some people don't like. It's been a polarizing playstyle, to say the least. But yeah, it's been one of those. It's like
AoE incoming.
kind of good,
Control. Dispel.
but also like not everyone's favorite at the same time. Like, to be fair, has not been everyone's favorite.
Watch your step.
Okay, we just absolutely blasted through this pack this time. I think as soon as we were prepared, we were like, all right, save cooldowns for this one. We walked in, full CDs, everything is dead. Yeah, that Affliction Warlock also popped off too. Yeah, me and the Affliction Warlock just absolutely just destroyed this pack right now. So this is why I went for the totem, by the way, because of the poison that these guys can put up. I was thinking maybe that was going to be like a little bit of a toughie. Just going to drop the totem right now. Good fear, actually. Fantastic fear. I don't have anything to follow up though. I guess Earthquake, actually. That's already doing stuff on its own. But look at this, dude. All I'm doing is just a couple of abilities in terms of what the damage. I'm not pressing a lot of buttons, and I'm just doing all this much. I'm just Chain Lightning and Earthquake for the most part. And the rest of it is just like passive stuff. It's so nice. It's really, really good. So if you were thinking about playing Shaman, right now I think is a pretty good time to play Shaman. I'm biased for sure, but like this is I'm having a lot of fun with it right now. And I think it's a good time. Oh, come on. Try to back away so my Trinket can actually do stuff. You're just like, you're just trying to keep me company over there. God, it's so good. They've gotten like a lot better in like small target cleave. That used to be like their big crutch, is small targets you can't really do a lot. But now they've gotten a lot better for it. I think I'm gonna lust this, yeah. A Lustin. Big luster. Oh, they also changed this mechanic, by the way. If you haven't seen what the fireballs look like, that's the new fireballs. They're not really fireballs anymore. Instead, they're just big old like pillars of flame. Actually gonna go for big heals right now. Oh, standing next to that guy is probably not a good idea, huh? Yeah, we're gonna back the hell up. Just so I can like dodge him a little bit easier. Really just want to blast this guy as fast as you can, because he's a pain. I'm just gonna keep blasting him for a second here since he's still out. Can CC that real quickly. Nice. Alright, now we just do the mechanic. Where I feel like as a caster it's kind of annoying because you have to move a lot. But at least I have Gust of Wind. I can kind of reposition on stuff. Get a couple of dots in here. Healer's dead. So We're gonna heal ourselves here a little bit with a racial. And I don't think for this build I have my healing totem at all, so we do healing. Might just have to be group stuff. Can try to see if I can hex this. Maybe we could fear that. Earth Ellie, just so we can give ourselves a little bit more survivability. Ooh, my health. Hold on, can I live this? Because I think the dot does damage if it explodes, right? Oh, okay. We can live. We can win. We are winners. Okay, here we go. Lived it. Easy. That's another thing I like about this class. It is quite tanky. Like, passively tanky. Not a lot of health, but like just... I was resin you! What? I'm resin you! You guys are just like, I'm mid-res, and you're just like, I'll get up. And then mid-res, this guy's like, I'll get up. Why? Boys, what are you doing? Man, leave his log is still in love with this dungeon. No. He's not doing that bad. Like, some of the pulls, this guy popped off. Like, what? Like, hold on. Look at his overall once we get done with this. This man has not been doing poorly at all. This man has definitely not been doing poorly at all. I wouldn't count him on that. I want to see if I can LOS Thunderclap if I can. Beautiful. Thunderclap, not line inside it, so we take no damage. You do want to try to see if you can land inside it if you can, especially his range. Like, there's no reason not to. I know it's sometimes not the most ideal way to like have to break your rotation to go land his sight, but it's worth it because you just don't take the damage from the ability at all. This helps out the healer a ton. We could commit, or not. I was thinking we just got a kill right there. Another one that's gonna be weird to land the sight, but kind of doable. Yeah, kind of doable. Did we get line of sight? No, still took damage. That's unfortunate. Oh, I'm gonna die. Line of sight. I get far. I get this one instead. Good thing I stopped. Otherwise, I think we wouldn't have any stops. Because it doesn't look like the Warlock is fearing or anything. I think it's just me and the healer are just shackling and hexing. We made another friend. Tank, we made another friend. Okay, at least he realizes it. Wait, never got to do my whole lightning bolt thing. Please. Please. My interrupt, they do nothing. Wait, don't everyone kill him back here? Oh, Tank's already pulling. Tank is already... You know what? Let's do... This is not great, by the way. This ain't good. Run through. Please don't pull him too far back. Oh, hold on. Oh! I didn't know there was a cubby up here. Hold on. What is this? I've never been perched here before. This is new. A little confused. But this works out. Hold on. This works actually perfectly well. This is actually perfect. That was weird. I never knew there was a perch up there. Did you guys ever see that? I always thought there was like a wall. That's actually kind of nice. What I wanted to do is I wanted to back away from these guys that do a cleave. That's a big frontal, and it'll kill you. Like it killed Urel over there. I feel like that guy's gonna leave though. I feel like that Warlock is about to bail, dude. He's about to bounce. But he'll be like, F this. I don't want to do this no more. This is garbage. I'm just dead. This Tank. He's just saying something earlier about Tank, but I didn't know what he's saying. didn't know there was a Prince there. But no, Warlock is definitely not doing poorly. He's doing okay. You'll see the overall. I do want to see more Affliction Warlocks going forward though. I feel like I would love to see more Affliction Warlocks in M+. Like, I don't know if Blizzard can buff them or what is it. Maybe they don't even need to buff them. Maybe it's just like the class is fine. What was Resing? Yeah. I was Resing early too. Actually, that is the play. That is what you want to do. You do want to pull these. Although, yeah, we're definitely at time in it. This tank with how slow he's pulling everything, there's no chance, man. No shot. No shot we're going to even get a chance at that.
Dispel.
It's unfortunate, but what can you do? I mean, pulling these guys is totally doable. It's just we don't really have good line of sight at all. So, like, lining these guys is going to be basically impossible. I think that was okay. This is line of sight. This is not line of sight. Yep, not line of sight. I think we have to push up if we want to make line of sight, right? Let me see if I could go on a walk here. Is this wall line of sight? We'll find out. Nope. I can still cast through it. That's a line of sight. Yep. We can use this. Take 0 damage. This wall is just fake. Absolutely fake wall. Yeah, taking no damage from this thing, dude. Ain't happening. Dude, this run has been a weird one, man. I was hoping like an easy Uldaman run, but I didn't realize it was going to be this bad. Is it just the dungeon boys, or is it just me? Because they nerfed this place a couple of times, didn't they? So I felt like they did. I think it might just also be the tank. Like, his tanking style right now is like super slow and steady. It felt like he was trying to go bigger, but then maybe he decided he's just gonna call it quits and just go small. Just so we don't have to like wipe. Line of sight. You can also line of sight on these things too. That's a lot better of a line of sight. Much better of a line of sight. As long as like you have a good spacing.
Dispel.
Exit real quickly. But yeah, there's some real nice spots you can just kind of weave in between. I definitely should have. I probably should have saved off until the freehold though.
Dispel.
Look at that. Line aside this. You can line aside so you don't have to take damage, friends. Remember. Let's kill the big guy, dude. This is just gonna be there forever, clapping cheeks. Yeah, like the way the tank is kind of cutting stuff and tanking stuff is just a little bit. I don't know. I think he just phoned it in. Let's giggity go. Yeah, I had to run a soft serve with his wife. Yo, let's go. Soft serve, huh? Hell yeah. Hope you're having a good day, by the way, Rob. Hope you're doing good, my guy. Got your weakness out of the way? Because this should be my like, final ult for the week, I believe. God, dude, look at that damage. There's a thing you can set up as a shaman right now, where you can just basically go for like multiple lightning bolt combos in a row. It's so good. Just cleaving stuff. It's very difficult because it's very intensive on your resources, but if you can set it up, oh, it's a nice bit of just like 2 target cleave that you normally never really get to do well. Because 2 targets on this spec is a little weird. 4 targets, it gets better. 5 and higher, even better. 1 target, perfectly fine. 2 and 3 stacked together is really weird. Also, this guy's also line of sightable. I want to practice that. Basically, as soon as your buff is about to run out, you can always line of sight. Usually at like the 1% or 1 second left. Dip, and you can just drop it. So here I'm going to refresh it. 2, 1, line of sight. That was line of sight. That was BS. Okay, I'm going to stop. No, hold on. No. Huh? Okay, is that not line of sight? Okay, apparently these pillars are just not line of sight. Maybe I have to go further back or something. I have no idea. I swear I was doing that the other day. Like, these pillars were fine. Maybe just those technically, like, your character can be behind them, but the mobs don't care. Got me kids feeling old. Finally started all life. Let's go, dude. It's a lot of fun this season. Someone told me, dude, it's really fun. Not having like an extra affix or anything, and the crest, like the crest gearing, makes it so much easier to like get your ults all caught up and doing stuff with. Okay, line of sight. Nice. So you can definitely line of sight here. There's just the other ones you really can't do that line of sight easily. What I might do is I might shift over to the right here after this. No mind, we just got mass. The Shadow Priest and the Disc Priest are putting in the effort. Super kind of them. Do big pull, don't do the middle. Don't do middle, please. I guess we don't really need to do more, do we? I was hoping you'd do left and right. There's like, what, 2 whelplings? Is that what this is? Oh no, dude. There's like no whelplings on this side. Honestly, with these guys being mind suit, I think like a priest can just fade and literally walk behind them. Take a little walk behind, play with their tail, they won't even notice them. That's how ridiculously good mind suit and fade are in combination. Huge no need for M+ score discount upgrades. Exactly. Just farm out those 11s or 16s or whatever. No need. Yeah, the fact that it's not attached to a score is huge, by the way. So it means it's like if you're putting the effort in the relevant content, you're fine. Are these guys struggling? Friends? Where are you? 1, 2? Okay. Nice. Thing 1 and Thing 2 made it over. Both of them were goblins too, dude. Actually, like, Thing 1, Thing 2. I'm gonna wait till Lust until we have like actual burst. Together with like Big Go. I need a little bit of resources. I'll probably get this. Yeah, perfect. Give myself a self heal. Gonna get a thing drop in a second. Okay, that works out. I'm just gonna do this. Group heal. Okay, now we go big. Which I like myself full go here. I guess that'll work. Maybe I should have saved my elemental with that too. That probably would have been much better. Just so we go in, just lightning bolting.
Range 5.
We're gonna get trapped up here, huh? At least I'm with the healer. I might want to reposition. Yeah, that seems a lot better. Except I don't know what the hell am I in now. Oh god. Oh lord. Blind time flow. Don't really have a proper go here. If it, I'm just gonna have to roll what I got. Yeah, I actually had a bad go for me. Did not really get to utilize the haze buff at all. Oh please. Okay, at least we got that combo. Okay, I'm probably dead unless Earth Ellie. That's the advantage of not running primal Ellies. I can have both of them up. I have a tanky Ellie and the other Ellie. Or is that any Ellie that does it? No, it's just Earth Ellie. I'm in a weird spot. Ugh. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Oh god, please. I'm gonna die. I am dead. Oh, I'm dead. I'm probably kill this warlock too. Okay. At least you killed it. Overall, yeah, my damage is pretty bad overall, man. It's real bad, dude. Can I get a res real quick? Can I get a res? He's looking at me. Is he just gonna leave me? I was gonna say for a second, is he just gonna leave me over there? Dude, this run was a weird one, man. Weird run. TY. That warrior left immediately, dude. He grabbed his loot and just out of here. Just scuffed out of there. That was a weird run. The Warlock didn't do that bad, honestly. Like, Warlocks are not amazing for M+, but this guy did okay. And then Souffle also did pretty fine as a Shadow Priest. I think it's just I got some really big pulls, man. Really big pulls. With big chain lightnings. It's so fun. Chain lightning can hit for 119k crits with the tier set. Big lightning bolt build. Like, everything just lined up pretty well. Except at the end. But yeah. Everybody here is trashing on tank too. Oh no, man. No. Come on, boys. The guy had a hard. The guy definitely had a tough run. He died a lot there, didn't he? Definitely died a lot, which is unfortunate. Demo's OP Dal for the first 7 minutes, 721. Demo's really strong. It's a spec that a lot of Warlocks which I played Destro, but I played with a Warlock who did Destro in Notharis and did a Demo in Freehold. Demo, I think, is a perfectly fine spec. I don't know about pushing. I feel like Destro maybe just got a consistency. Like, if you have the right tank that plays around the Destro, around keeping everything in fire and pre-positions everything, then Destro can work. But Demo, I think, is so much easier. Demo, I think, is a spec that can adjust to situations as long as you got a big tyrant and you can get those goes. You need like a second to get the tyrant. That's it. You're good. And then just keep summoning pets. Plus, you got mobility. Lots of mobility while casting too. Demo pets are new hunter pets of old. Basically, man. Basic Skulltron. Although, if you look at the hunter breakdown, like a lot of the dungeons, the pets actually do quite a lot of damage. Like, in a lot of the hunter breakdowns, pets is the majority of the damage. Now that they're able to consolidate it with details, I want to see if I can find maybe like a BM hunter just hitting like dummies. Is there any? No. Otherwise, I would have shown you like what the breakdown looks like, but it's like 80% of the damage is pet damage. They just finally started doing like kill commands, pet auto attacks, pet abilities as like one big bar. So like your main pet, your off pet, and then hunter abilities. Your pets still are 80%. It just doesn't feel like it, because for Demo, your pets kind of automatically attack, automatically fight, right? You don't really need to control them. They just do their own thing. Maybe like when you get the Rathgard to do a rip, right? Rip him with a Felstorm. That's really about all control you need. And then the rest of it is just he's just doing damage of his own, just auto win. With Hunter, you have to kill command. So I guess like some people, depending how you look at it, kill command is a spell technically, but also kill command is your pet's attacking, but you got a command to do it. If you don't count it as a pet attack, then yeah, I guess it's like a lot more involved on Hunter. If you do count it, then the still pets at like 80%. But you see what I mean though, right? The burst of Harnicane a dungeon build? No, for sure. Yeah, Demo could definitely do a lot of big burst damage. I was having to compete with him. I don't think I have the details on it yet on my rogue. I don't think I have it anymore. I can double check. Let me do that real quickly. Let me just double check to see if I have the details or not. No, I don't have it anymore. Yeah, I guess I just have like some of the world stuff I've done. Otherwise I would have shown you, boys. It's okay. We'll do it next time we see a hunter. Maybe I'll play some hunter myself. I got a bow. Or maybe we'll play some BM. But it's like, it's actually kind of fun. Yeah. It's been some rough keys since the release of D4. Bro, there have been some really rough keys. Like this set of affixes was not fun. There's not a lot of people really doing this set of affixes. I mean, the play a monk with Walker. Do I have a key down on a monk? That is a good time for me to check. Carlos, I don't even think I have a Windwalker build set up or nothing. But maybe tomorrow if I've done a key already. I haven't done it. No, I've done raids though. I guess that isn't the key. But I was able to work towards my tier set. Now we got a 4 set. Isn't that getting not better? Wait, isn't it a weird thing with a monk tier set where like multiple Windwalkers can scale off of each other right now? Isn't that a thing? Where you can get some really cheesy numbers? Like ridiculously cheesy numbers? I do wanna play Windwalker at some point though, so maybe we'll do that tomorrow, yeah? After we open up our vault and get some ults done. That could be fun. Got nerfed? Oh, did it? Okay. I was gonna say after the one-shot raid? Oh, really? Okay, that's interesting. Rolling 21 walkers on raid. Might as well be, man. Just got a bunch of them. Someone beat me to it. Yeah, that's crazy. Hot fixes for PTR? That's not the right PTR, right? No, classic PTR. Wow, classic PTR. Okay, that's the hardcore then, isn't it? What does that even look like? Is that like a new UI for the hardcore classic? I should try it at some point, honestly. Just mess with it. Play it. Maybe play a hunter, something easy to get into. Yep, I can send you a video. Yeah, sure. Yeah, is there like a clip or something somewhere? Did they just one-shot it like in a single global? Is it the 2 set? The one that's like the buffs the damage of your Fist of Fury thing? I guess? Or is it like the Rising Sun Kicks that did that? Or is this for the last boss? Okay. One shot? Alright, hold on. This will be fun. 21 freehold sub rogue with salty. Oh, was it really? That's pretty good. That's pretty good damage. We did that freehold with the 20-man group that I was telling you about with Demon Warlock. I actually pulled 146k on that one, dude. I was if not 47. I was like, we were neck to neck, right? There was a Warlock, there was a Hunter, BM, and there was me. I was just right barely ahead of him, dude. Barely ahead. I think it was they were 146. I guess that makes me 147, but it's like my bar just slightly above theirs. But as Outlaw playing the Kyrian build, bro, it's actually really good. It's actually really good. Like, it's not that much of a loss in single target, and it's a bit of a gain in AoE, and it doesn't play around cooldown, so it has that flexibility, where technically you have to play Dreadblades, but if you play the Kyrian in AoE, and you don't play Dance at all, as long as you can do this Vanish rotation thing once in a while to get some good buffs, like, it plays surprisingly well. I do feel like, sometimes I do get like a little bit like, I got to cadaver around like those blue anime calm points because I don't always get them. But sometimes you just have to like stop yourself just to make sure you land on that thing and just kind of keep going from there. But yeah. And I don't think we're doing anything, are we? Okay, cool. Sorry, just to catch up with everything. Try full monks to see if it still works in Mythic grade. Dude, imagine. Is Outlook going to be worth switching for the buff they have coming? I've been sub main. I think if you're playing sub and you prefer the playstyle, I think it'll be perfectly fine. You could probably stick with sub. But I think numerically, I mean, Outlaw right now on paper, right? On paper, is technically the best simming by like a little bit. Single target spec. In AoE, it does fall a little behind. But this whole switcheroo with the bar power for damage buffs plus the blade flurry thing, I mean, the damage buffs more than make up for the ring loss and the ghostly strike interaction. So you're getting more damage, even though they're killing off like a couple of mechanics that add up as part of your damage right now. So it should be stronger than where it's at right now. I guess we'll need to see for the final sims from Rogue Discord, William. I think it has the potential, but I don't want to hedge my best to say that it is. I don't want to say like, oh, definitely. It's technically like a little bit ahead of the other specs in pure single target on paper. So I imagine 9% buff is going to be stronger than where it's at right now. So it should be even better. Plus AoE damage should be better because of the Blade Flurry thing, which also is a benefit in single target to some degree, like 1%. It should be good. I would say I would wait for the Sims, William. I'll definitely make an updated guide on Outlaw Rogue, and in the guide I'll go over exactly how big are these buffs, if the spec is like worth switching to, if it's strong on paper, or if it's just a playstyle alternative method. But yeah, I'll definitely keep you guys updated. I'll definitely check out the Rogue Discord. I'm sure they'll have some Sims when it comes to like the patch about to drop. I'm sure they'll have some hooked up this week, I imagine, with all the different changes after everything is tested, as long as things are working. Because not only are the Outlaw getting a 9% damage buff, losing interaction goes to strike, still a buff either way. Changing Blade Flurry so it's actually like usable in AoE and single target, that'll be also measurable. If they can find maybe a way to like optimize that buff for Blade Flurry in AoE, then maybe it could be even bigger gain in AoE situations as well. Plus, also you get the tier set that's been bugged on live, but it's actually fixed on PTR, and once that fix comes in, that's also a damage buff. So it might be a lot of damage buffs where it may be the play if you're looking to maximize, but I don't think it may be a play where like, it may not be that big of a gain where you'll have to switch from one spec to another. Where like, you'll be fine if you do one or do the other or whatever. Yeah, I just need to mess around myself and see what the Sims are looking like, but it's definitely going to be better than where it's at. So if you liked Outlaw now, it's going to be better. If you were trying to play the best rogue spec, it may be one. Depends on what the Sims say. If you're preferring subtlety and like you're thinking like, oh, I'd rather play subtlety, but if Outlaw is just that much of a damage gain, then I'll have to switch to it. I think you're fine playing subtlety because that's also getting a little bit of a damage buff to account for the ring nerf. So you should be fine. How many years of Dragonflight now active? I don't remember. How many years Dragonflight is now active? I don't think it's even been a year. Is it? Or it hasn't been a year. It's been like, what, we're in season 2, which I think at the end of the season 2, like around November is when it's the first year anniversary for Dragonflight, I think. Also, there's going to be a lot of time walkings here, huh? Dragonflight went time walking, bunch of events in November. But then again, it's a Blizzard anniversary, so makes sense. But it's going to be doing Blizzard anniversary soonish, huh? 20th anniversary? No, do you have still a baby? Yeah, it's still a baby, man. Has not been a lot of years. It feels like it, though. I think it's about the time for a new expansion announcement, though. I think it's a lot of people have been feeling is like, man, this has been around for a while. It's like, no, it's actually been, I'll tell you what. And I've had like so much more content than we did back in like, what? SL. I feel like by this point now, we still were in like SL 9.0, right? Maybe 9.05? 907. I don't know what back then. I don't know if we were in 9.1 for a good while, or did they even have 905 by then? I think, did they? I don't remember, man. I don't even remember. I don't even know. But yeah, boys, I think it's let me just double check. I think that's every one of my characters at this point with a weekly, right? Let me just double check it real quickly. Still in pre-patch at SL, dude. Exactly. Still will be in the pre-patch at SL. Still waiting for the Nothers trade to open. Yeah, no, that was like a weird one, man. That was so weird. What a weird expansion that was. Tell me I did the Hunter this week, man. There's no way I missed the Hunter, right? Because I know I did the Warrior the other day. I must have done the Hunter earlier in the week. There's no way I haven't, yeah? Yeah, I even did Heroic. Yeah, this guy should have something good. I did Heroic Raid. I've gotten myself, yo, I got the Helm tier, by the way, Jake, and I was able to make myself the pants with the Shadow Flame. I just need to do more 16s or 17s to get myself some more stuff. Druid, I know, has done some stuff. I get done a key. Daloni. How have I missed a key on this guy? I may have. Mayhaps I might have. Did I? I did. F. I got one more key I gotta do, boys. I think I'm gonna do that off stream though. I think I'm gonna do that off stream, give myself some B-roll, get a work done on a vid. I got a pretty fatty project I got working on tonight, so I think I'll be doing that, man. Sockets, slots, sim, really stupid hard control, by the way. Single gem was adding 600 DPS in dungeon. I was gonna say, like, that seems a little high, but in a dungeon setting, in AoE, I mean, let's say you're using the gem against a boss, or you're using gem against per mob. I guess there's got to be some scaling, right? A gem will add X amount of damage per enemy you hit, maybe. Not like literally, but like, aren't you also doing the whole like lariat thing? I imagine if you're doing lariat, then I could see that, because it's like you get a little bit longer duration on a substantial damage buff or a secondary stab buff. So I could see that. But also I feel like if you're still using lariat, dude, I don't know, it's just without lariat. Oh, I might need to send myself then, because I have no idea. I might just need to send myself as well. See how much a socket has in AoE. Because maybe that's a normal number. Maybe that's not. I would have no idea. I guess it also depends what kind of gem you're adding too. Like if you're adding a primary stat gem, I could see it. But maybe this primary stat is a lot higher than that. I haven't tried it. Alright boys, I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for coming by. Tomorrow, big box opening. 1 week before 10.15. And I got an interesting video I'll be cooking up this evening. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. It's a wonderful, beautiful. Thank you so much for chilling tonight. You guys have a wonderful, beautiful evening. See you guys for the big box opening. Alrighty, peace.
Know that I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be there for you. I'ma be there. I'ma be up all night making the old days. But we've sobered up, we've come a long way. Wherever we cruise, I'm riding with you. Now that I'm back in town, I know I can prove to you, only if you dare to make the walls come down. Now I got you, know that I got you, know that I'ma be